What's up, you motherfuckers? Waiting for people to get in. You got nothing better to do. It's Friday night. Hey, it's a notification. Notification that I'm live. I don't know why I keep getting notifications that I'm live. Barbecue 5.0. How'd your car drive? Never did tell me. Smooth. No bang, bang. It's more like tuk 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 tuk. Bama. You're always positive. I am. I know I am. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, positively Sean.
What happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again.
Trumpomania.
Make America great again.
Hulk Hogan at the RNC. That's funny. What's up, everybody? All four of you. Come out of the bushes, you other two people.
What happened last week when they took
Saw that cracked up. Yeah, I seen some about it. It just popped up to where it actually just showed that instead of a bunch of BS. You know what I mean? What is this thing doing? Here, stop it. Come out, you bushwhack. Bushback, bushwhack, paddywhack. You ever heard that song by MOD? It's not very long. Is that your is that your hair or a Tina Turner wig? You should be ashamed of yourself. And now you shaved your head, and that's a fashion too. Nice ears. You look like an elf. Bush, bush, whack tease. Bush, bush, whack tease. Bush, bush, whack tease. That's the whole song. Yeah, that's a good. You guys like some crazy like I don't know. I'd call it almost like punk metal. It's weird. It's a band called MOD. They got a album called uh what is it? USA for MOD. I think it's called. That's freaking great, man. There's so many There's a lot of songs in there. They're not very long, but they're friggin' hilarious. It's like Spandex and Normandy and Bubble Butt. Bubble Butt, Bubble Butt, Bubble Butt, Bubble Butt. She's so fat. Bubble Butt. And it's all thrash guitar. It's hilarious. Ode to Harry is it's a fabulous. That's an all American tune there. And that song, The Hate Tank. The Love Boat, The Hate Tank. And don't forget AIDS. It means something else. That's a cool album though. What the hell? Anywho, so what's going on? Negative comments? What are those? Yeah, I got a couple of them lately. I don't know. It's funny. It's cool. Whatever, man. I don't care. It's they don't, as long as they don't get personal. I'm not gonna be rude. I'll be rude in a subtle way. But yeah, just depends on how rude they get. But I'm usually nice about it. I'll read a couple of them later. Kind of funny. Oh, I don't. It doesn't bother me, dude. It doesn't. I read it, and when I read them and I start reading, it's if I start laughing, because I don't get them that often. So, but yeah, it's just so funny how people feel the need to comment negative toward essentially a free video. You didn't really pay anything for it, so why should you be upset about it? But oh shit. Yeah, one of them was on the Motor City Fox Fest video, which was freaking. That was a pretty cool show, man. Got got to meet old Steve Saline, not Saline. Uh, we solved that mystery, so Mr. Saline. Oh, there's a shirt. Yay! A couple of things that were funny about it was I heard the covered parking was sold out, but there were a lot of spaces. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I wasn't paying that. I'm paying $70 to park in the shade. My car will be fine. It's me that I'm worried about. But then there was in the lot, the unshaded lot, there wasn't as many cars as I thought. I thought they're gonna fill that up. But that didn't happen at all. So I don't know. They got hyped. But I mean, it was still fun. I'm like, don't get me wrong. I mean, in that video, I showed all the cars that I thought were cool. I made a couple of little snide comments, but it wasn't nothing terrible. And somebody had mentioned that in that comment, which was, when I read it, it's funny. It's my response, I think, is pretty badass. But anyway, but I mean, they had I think I seen the most Terminators I've ever seen in one place. That's one thing that was evident. I haven't seen that many Terminators one place all lined up like that with that picture I took. And then they had all the like non Mustang cars to kind of when I say that, they had the Capris in kind of one spot. But then they had like the Fairmont wagons, the LTDs, and all that in another spot. So it was cool to see them like that. But there was a couple scattered too. But yeah, there were some. Yeah, there's a couple of the cars that I like were blue. I don't know why. Just that's cool. The one with the white rims. That was not a huge fan of the white rims, but that, like I said, they just went together pretty good. It was pretty neat. Cutting grass and listening. Wow. Surprised Sublime's not with you on that one. What's up? Huh? You want to make an appearance? Is that what it is? What are you doing? Yeah? You're going to put your head right on my freaking computer, aren't you? Huh? Huh, Lillers? You put your head right on the computer, you goofball. Isn't that enough? No? All right, now you're going. But anyway, where was I? Oh, Motor City Fox Fest. Now Mr. Mach 1 was giving us a tour of the area, driving us around there, having a Michigan Avenue cruise down there that weekend too. I didn't know about that till I got there, and so we were driving around. There was a cool 4i that wasn't at. I don't think it was at the show. I was looking for it. I was trying to find it. We had saw the night before. It was a 4i T-top, and they didn't have the hood open, so I don't know what was underneath the hood. But when I looked inside it, I was like, "Whoa!" Because I don't think I've personally seen one before, but they had swapped out the interior for an SN95, and I was like, "Okay." I said, "No, that's cool," because I don't think I've ever seen a 4i in person with that swapped in there. So it looked good. I can get on board with that because I don't those the 4i interiors. I'm sorry, it's terrible. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But whatever. Everybody's got their own opinions about shit. What? There 8 people in here. Nobody's talking. How dare you? Where's this thing? There we go. My favorite Fox interior, 87 and 93. But color black and red. Black or red. but most of the red is black and red. That makes sense. Because my black car is black in interior. My coupe is red. It was black because the hillbillies painted the damn interior with like Rust-Oleum or something, and they did an awful terrible job. And I painstakingly stripped all that black off the red and re-dyed it. And by the way, there's nobody else on the internet who's figured that out. So check my videos out to see how I did it. Just so you know, you can have a few of them on there because I looked, nobody could figure it out. I was looking for videos and nobody was figuring it out. And I did. And talk about a pain in the arse. Taking black off red and then painting it red, and on top of it, the dye you use for red interior, is very translucent. Yeah. But I like the all red cars, which there wasn't a terrible amount of. I think it started in 91 or 92 or something like that. And everything's red. The steering wheel, because the one I got is black, so the top of the dash is black, and which runs into the line on top of the door panel and then goes up around the back window. And there's all red interior, where the dash is all red, the steering wheel's all red, everything's all red. Those are freaking awesome. I like those. Oh shit. What's that?
Howdy. Oh, I did figure out how to do that. I just didn't put that in my video like years ago when I was doing Phoenix. I had to strip all that stuff down. It had 2 layers of paint on it. It had like a painted over paint or dye or whatever. And then it had like the factory stuff, and then underneath is a different color.
Did you use lacquer thinner and a Scotch-Brite?
Yeah, red Scotch-Brite.
Oh, I just got green.
I like using red. It scuffs it good for like a primer or whatever. It doesn't leave marks. What it is, that paint for plastic is like just a heavy body paint with like a urethane or whatever activator in it, so it stays flexible. That's all it is.
Oh, the dye I got is vinyl. That's what it is. That's what it says on the thing.
Yeah, it's paint. But like the experience you had, if someone called it paint, they would think like what the experience you had with your car. Oh, it's like Walmart 98-cent gloss black. It's sprayed all over it, and that is completely different. So I think that's why they call it dye, because it's interior, but
it's different.
Can't absorb the liquid, so it's not dye. Right?
It's different, man. I'll tell you, because I've shot it out of a gun and it doesn't act like paint.
Yeah, it is. Like I got stuff from Sim. It is different than like what you get. Like I've been using Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's still not quite the same as like the Sim dedicated stuff.
You take
that
paint,
Sim stuff is really good.
You take paint and you put a catalyst in it or hardener. You got a pot life on it of like an hour or whatever, so you can spray it and then you come back 20 minutes later when your stuff is kind of tacked up and ready to go again for another coat and spray it again out of your gun. This stuff, you can't. The first time I did that and let it sit, it gummed up my gun. So I had to clean it out, clean my gun because I left it sit too long. I was like, all right, that's new.
I don't know what kind of paint
I just put enough in there just to do one coat, and when that coat's gone, then I just take some acetone, and I don't thoroughly clean it. I just run some acetone through there, and it cleans it out pretty good. But then when I get totally done, I strip my gun down. But so I figured out how to use it.
I'll do the lacquer thinner, but then I'll have brake clean to clean my gun with, so I can spray all in there, and then I'll use the air hose to dry all that out. You know, I really take care of my cheap $20 Harbor Freight gun, you know?
Yeah. like my blue.
Oh, you mentioned SN95 interior in a Fox. I'm doing that on Phoenix.
All right.
I got the carpet
Well, no,
and
it's
the not like the whole
SN95 on a
interior,
4i.
like the seat. What's that?
SN95 on a 4i.
You're talking
SN
dash and everything, or just seats?
Yeah. Well, he had this. No, he left the seats in. I'm talking about the. I don't know. Did he have the seats in there? I can't remember.
Yeah, because
But
the seats bolt right up, and
it
they're
was the only. It
they're
was
a
the only
lot more
4i I
comfortable than the
seen with
Fox body stuff.
SN95 interior though. And he said he liked blue. And
But yeah, I got
yeah,
I had a
you
'98
can't hardly
Mustang, and I put the seats, carpet, and I'm working
find
on
it.
getting the rear seats all in there.
I could change my gray out for
So the
blue. Yeah,
uppers are done. I just didn't do a brace for the lower.
that'd be different. Changing his gray to blue. I mean, you could always. I mean, you could always paint it with or dye it or whatever.
Yeah.
But let's say, like I tell anybody, that ever since I find a paint store in your area that'll sell you the dye, so you can spray it out of a gun because it covers. It seems to cover way better than from a can.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. It's heavy body. Heavy body it just covers so much better. Like one coat, your attack coat, you're pretty much covered. And then
What
you
is
come
M-
back with one more coat just to make sure you don't have any thin areas or whatever.
What is MEK? I don't know what MEK is.
Oh, MEK, that's a really nasty, horrible chemical that works really good, but it's very dangerous to you. I'm not looking at chat. There's probably people chatting, and
Yeah, no,
I don't
I'm
have
reading
chat
some of these
turned on.
chat, some of the comments, but I don't. Industrial thinner. No, dude, I use acetone. Acetone is what I need. I love it. I always have a freaking gallon of it. I love that stuff. That's how I clean out my gun.
Yeah, MEK used to be pretty prevalent back 20 plus years ago. I mean, I used to use it when I worked a job in doing aircraft interiors.
Yeah.
And it would take glue and everything off. It's extremely dangerous to you.
Well, acetone's not good for you either. Neither is lager thinner.
MEK makes acetone look like water. That's how nasty it is. But it works really good.
Okay. Ouch. Yeah, I know somebody had an all red interior on some Fox Body group on Facebook, and I was like, man, that's awesome. This looks great. They're thinking about changing it out. I said, don't change it out, man. There's not a lot of those around. I said I'd keep it. Just leave it exactly like it is. Then some guy goes, what do you mean there's not a lot of them around? They literally made hundreds of thousands of them. He goes, I was like, well, you don't see the all red is what I'm saying, not the ones with the black. Like I got. Those are more common than those all red. He goes, well, I just stripped out a car last week with that and threw them in the trash. I'm like, oh boy, we got some trolls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know where I'm getting 5 of those. That guy.
He was being an asshole. I was like, okay, you're just an ass. So.
Well, here's the thing that I find when people get on and make comments like that, I usually don't respond much because I can't make them look more like an idiot than what they already did. I mean,
yeah. Yep, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, that's why they have red interiors.
Ford dude. What's happening? MJI. What's going on?
Oh, hey, MJI. Sorry, I'm not with the cell phone. I don't get to see the comments as easy. I have to go click on it over
flip
here.
Back and forth. Yeah. We're just hanging out, man. I got the Blout Outdoors channel up.
Hey, Ford dude.
If you don't know what the Blout Outdoors channel is, some crazy dude who does whiskey reviews over there in the northeast part of England. Sounds like a Scotsman. He's a freaking. He's funny.
I don't know. It's hard enough for me to keep up with the people I subscribe to, so it's like I can barely do that.
I don't really watch much car stuff anymore. I mean, I do, just not like Fox Body stuff.
I watch the stuff mainly, the people I watch just to support them.
I'm just jaded. It's like I've seen it. I've seen this video 50 times. I've made this video 50 times. It's like I don't need to see it again. I'm cooking myself a cheap ass Jack's pizza. Those are good. I had Omaha Steaks Franks. They're outstanding. Those are freaking awesome. Those are great hot dogs. And they're big. And I put sauerkraut on one of them. It's my thing. I eat sauerkraut every day now, like a little bowl of it.
You can keep it. You can have all of it.
It's good for your gut, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You can keep it.
Now, fermented food is good for your gut. It's made my stomach feel better. I don't like cabbage, dude. Cabbage is disgusting, but I love sauerkraut.
Yeah, I'll take it. That and coleslaw is like it's.
Oh,
I would have to be in
coleslaw.
pretty dire need in order to eat that.
Coleslaw is disgusting. It's gross.
I'll
Dude,
put it in the same category.
I had to make freaking coleslaw at my sister's restaurant, man. I'm sitting there shredding up cabbage and it smells like dirty socks. I'm like, how do people eat this garbage? But you freaking ferment the crap out of it and it's really good.
Well, most things fermented is a lot better.
I doctor mine up with extra sharp cheddar cheese and added some barbecues.
I'll tell you what.
Is he talking about
cheddar cheese is good?
Oh, he's talking about the pizza. I thought he was talking about
Yeah.
sauerkraut because then he says I can't eat the stick and shit. I love it, man. Sauerkraut.
Yeah, I
and
did
some
the frozen pizza.
smoked sausage.
We got Jack's here, but I've been doing this one. It's a ultra thin crust Bellatoria or something like that, and that's the best one I found so far.
Meat and potatoes and pasta. Come on, man. Got to eat some fermented food. Eat some pickles. Pickles are fermented too. Kinda.
Well, no, pickles aren't fermented. They're like boiled and canned.
Well, I don't know if you boil them. I thought you just stuck them in vinegar and dill.
I think they're boiled, aren't they? I don't know. I've never made pickles. I just
No, I think
buy
you
them
just
if I need them.
I thought you just took cucumbers and stuffed them in a canning jar with vinegar and flavoring, like dill flavoring and
Maybe that's what it is,
garlic.
and then you heat up the canning jars to seal them.
Yeah.
There's,
Pickled egg? Oh.
There's this new thing. Was it kombucha or whatever? It's like fermented tea or something that the local
Kombucha.
brew store was telling me about. I'm like, yeah, you can keep that. And that don't sound
Kombucha.
right. Is
I
that
hate
what it
tea.
is? Supposed to be really good for you or whatever? Yeah.
I don't like tea. I tried to like it, but I just couldn't. But I like bubble tea.
Sweet
Bubble
or
tea.
unsweet? And what brand tea? Because not all tea is the same, like coffee and beer. It's not.
There's all kinds of it. I never liked any of it. I put honey in it. It was all right with that, but
Oh, do you ever try that Ethiopia coffee?
oh no, I'm being lazy.
I'm almost out.
Yeah.
And I already got a fresh bag of the Appalachian Bear, which is like a Sumatra blend. So I got to go through that before I buy more coffee. But I'm going to be buying some of that, a big bag, like I think it's like £1.5 pounds or whatever of the Ethiopia. And then he's done turned around and changed that up and blended it with the I forgot what he said he blended it with.
Another African bean.
No, it wasn't African. I can't remember what he blended it with. It might have been Colombian or something like that. I don't think it's Guatemala.
Yeah, I tried to like tea. I even went with the breakfast tea, the English breakfast tea, and put cream in it, like they do.
That don't sound real good.
No, it was fine. It was all right. It wasn't great or
I
anything.
tell you what, there was something good when I was in Japan. They had like royal milk tea, and there's
That was interesting.
okay.
Drop. Oh shit! I went to bring you back, and it removed you. There we go.
Yeah, I guess because it's on Wi-Fi, I'll do the whole buffer thing or something. But anyways, I was in Japan and they had milk tea. It's like Kirin or whatever milk tea, and that stuff was amazing. But I never could get it right trying to make it.
Yeah, the Chinese bubble tea with the tapioca balls. That's good stuff.
Never saw that one.
You suck the balls up through the big straw. I love tapioca. Love it. Those APs are awesome spice. Especially with a whiskey. I want that brown with sugar and ice and a slice of lemon. Oh my God. Here we go with the lemon.
I'm behind on chat again. See, I'd be horrible as a host in live stream, at least on my cell phone.
Like sucking, no. It's tapioca balls, man. They're tasty. Because you get in the bubble tea, man, you get like get those suckers are like that big around. Not in pudding, they're the little tiny things. But I've always liked tapioca, even when I was a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been so long since I had that. It's just not something I get. So.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was walking through the store. I happened to walk by the pudding. I was like, I never buy this stuff. I said, ooh, tapioca.
Pudding.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, tapioca. And I grabbed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if I like it anymore. I know I've ate it, and it wasn't something I disliked, but that's been so many years ago. I don't know.
No, I've always loved it.
Well, you see, the seat I'm sitting in is different because it's out of the truck.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to fix the gangster lean on it, and then I need to clean it and start doing interior. I'm going to do a junkyard run tomorrow morning, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be like under 70 in the morning.
Huh. Yeah, it wasn't too bad here the last couple of days. I actually went for a bike ride a couple times, yesterday and today. Whew. That'll freaking work your legs out, man.
Yeah.
I'm up to 4 miles. Years ago I used to do 14 miles.
Yeah, it's out of the 96 F-150 downhill.
The longest
project I'm into.
The longest ride I ever took was like 27 miles. 27 miles.
What are you doing at truck, Sublime?
Oh, Sublime is in here. What's happening? Is he going to take us on the mower? Take us for a ride around the yard. Getting ready to go run first round of eliminations. Oh, brother.
Oh, so you're actually
putting a lot more. I'm putting a lawnmower away.
Oh.
So I figured
Hey,
I'd give
Mr.
you something
Purple.
pretty. What's going on, buddy? I figure I'd make you look at something pretty. Hey,
I
that
did my mowing yesterday.
the Fox body with the SN95 dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were at whatchamacallit, the Ford Fox. At Motor City Fox Fest the next day. He was there.
He was? I walked around. I couldn't find the car anywhere.
Yep, he was there. He was parked on the front.
Yeah, I've heard of people being able to do that. I mean, your SN95 New Edge, it's a Fox body. It's just skin different. So, I mean, look at my 89.
yeah.
It's all running gear.
No, I know.
New
I
Edge.
know, I know those go in those cars. I've never seen one in person. I've never seen a 4i in person with an SN95 dash. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It sounds neat to do. I got so many projects. I don't need to be thinking about more projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there. I think he was parked under in the covered area.
Yeah, I was looking all over for him. I didn't see any car. I was like, oh, there's a red. Oh, it's not him. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a red. That's not him either.
But he did a really good job with that when he put that dash in there.
Yeah. I seen there is a 90. There was a video of it. I should have saved it, but I seen it on YouTube. It's pretty popular, I think. It's a 93 Cobra with an S550 interior. And it was just, I was like, wow. that's incredible.
Someone did, I think it was a video. Yeah, it had to be a video I saw. Someone did the classic Mustang on a S550 chassis where they reskinned it.
There's a guy we saw at Bleed Ford Blue Fest who took 2008 and made it look like a classic Mustang. He did all the fabrication himself. I can't remember what the name of his channel was because he's got like this time lapse of him doing it.
Yeah, whatever it was, that might have been it. It's been a few years ago since I've seen it, but that was pretty neat.
Yeah, there was a lot of fabrication on it. He even had the old school door handles with the little handle and the push button. He put those on it too. Dirt dauber.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Same old shit, different day.
So
What's up? Gary, you got to stop showing your ass and making family's mouth water.
look, I'm gonna tell you something. Tell me that ain't a pretty son of a gun.
Who's pretty?
I'm talking about this red thing.
Oh.
A trash can lid?
Okay, is that all you see?
I see a trash can lid. I guess that's what it is. It's yellow.
Yeah, that's part of it. But you
Is
can't
that
see
a-
the Mustang?
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that. I was messing with you.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
The Fairmont.
No,
Fear not, Fairmont.
Fear not, Fairmont. I'm surprised that all the Fairmonts that were there.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them there.
yeah, there was some good looking ones there too. There was a bunch of, seems like a bunch of damn Lincoln Zephyrs there too.
Yeah. Well, that guy with the blue one is a friend of mine. And the guy with the black one, he's a friend of mine too.
I don't know if it like I said. I mean, I never really saw them side by side, but I just think the Fairmont just looks better than the Zephyr.
It does.
That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, well, speaking of opinions, you want to hear about this? I got a negative comment on Motor City Fox Fest. Here you go. This dude said, obnoxious opinions made this video unwatchable. So this was my reply. But you still watched with a laughing emoji. I said, I like saying obnoxious comments made this unreadable. I said everybody has opinions. Lots of people do things to foxes I don't understand, but it's their car and they can do what they want. I'm sure people say crap about my car. The difference between you and me is I don't care.
Yeah,
Well, the thing
and
about it when it
Joel
comes to
actually
cars,
has
man.
a Mustang.
Well, when it comes to cars, man, they're like an open book, man. Everybody, like you said, everybody's different. Everybody does their own thing, man.
Yeah, I made it. I mean, I made a couple of comments in the video. It's like the one that was in that had the Dayton wheels on it.
Yeah.
And I walked up and I said, no. And I I cut it real quick. I made that comment.
Just because we don't like it though, it's
Yeah.
still someone else's taste, and I can
Right,
respect it regardless. You know what I mean?
There's so many people love those Dayton wheels and that car that I don't understand. I'm like, I've never liked that. I just thought it always looked stupid. And then
What's that?
and the other comment I made was the LTD. I was like, you know what would make this look better? If it were a Fairmont.
See, me personally though, I like it being an LTD. I like that because that's what I want. I want an LTD wagon is what I want.
Never really liked that though.
But the thing about it is that when you have Dayton wheels on a Fox body, I just think it's too much for a Fox body.
Yes.
Or too little because most people put 13s on it.
Oh, and the other
that's
comment I made was the guy had like these flat, like I don't know what you call them. They're like ground effects that were flat. They were flat pieces that I looked at. I said, "What are these?" I said, why would you put these on here? I said,
that's the guy. That's the guy. Go ahead.
Well, then and that's when I had the camera. When I had the camera in my hand, I'm like, I said, up. I bet you he has it. I bet you. I went to the back of the car, looking for a valance, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't have a valance on here. And then I said, remember, guys, these cars aren't Ferraris.
So that car though that you're talking about right there, he had a Coyote in it, and he had some kind of valve covers I thought were freaking ugly.
Yeah.
See, I personally have never liked the McLaren Fox bodies. I've never liked that look. It's just me though. Hell, I've even seen somebody take it down, put a wide body kit. You remember the old Ferrari wide body kits people used to put on cars?
Yeah.
I've seen people put that shit on Fox bodies, and I'm like, man, that shit looks like crap. But I can still respect it. If that's his taste, that's his car, that's what he likes, then I'm cool with it.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But don't get mad because somebody else don't like it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, look, when you bring your car to a car show, and even like on social media, if you make a comment, you go open yourself up for scrutiny and praise. So you can't get mad at folks,
Yeah, and the thing is, there's stuff in the Fox body world that people always critique, like one-piece headlights.
Hey now, I don't like the 18-piece whatever nonsense they came with.
I just don't like one-piece headlights. It's like
I hate them.
And the other thing is, I don't like big, dumb, stupid, ridiculous tacks drilled into the dash.
I agree.
And
you don't like the big giant tack with wood screws in the dash?
No. It's like Stang Domination said it best. They said it best. They said you don't need one of these on your dash. He goes, the only reason you'd need one of these on your dash if your car does wheelies.
Yeah, I remember that video. You know what? I miss those guys making videos, man. Those guys were always funny as hell, cool as hell. And I just wish they would have never stopped making videos.
But ever since they said that, I go, that you know what? That's funny as hell, and they are so fucking right.
But I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, though, that was the thing to do. Get a monster tack and put it on your dash. That was the thing to do.
And the thing is that's going around now, it's like the new modern, I'd say it's the modern one-piece headlights, and that's the valance on the back of it. You
the little diffuser thing because you want to reduce
valance freaking Ferrari looking things.
Your car does not go fast enough to make any use of that at all.
Yeah, and people like the look of that, and I don't understand it. It's like that's why I say it's not a Ferrari, dude. It's a Fox body.
Well, you know what I call that stuff? It's car makeup.
yeah,
Kind of like those fake
but
hood scoops.
but again, I don't like it. But if you like it and that's the look you want for your car, whatever, cool, whatever. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Who am I to tell you how to
Not my
make your car look? You know what I mean?
it's not my car.
But see,
Kinda
now
like how,
I like certain one-piece headlights. I don't like them all, but I like certain one-piece headlights, and I like
I
certain
don't like the
one-piece
real
taillights.
Euro looking ones. But the thing
Guess
I
it's
don't like
up
about
to
my
you.
6-piece headlights is they don't set all even. Like if I adjust
Huh?
my headlight to where I drive the car, it's like
Why
they're
just
all
go ahead and cut
mangled
it?
looking.
It only take you about 45 minutes.
You can make those headlights. You can make those three-piece headlights even. You just got to
Yeah,
adjust
I
it
can,
right.
and
You
then
can
I
make
can't
them
see
even.
how to drive.
Bunky, is that
Because
the
my
car you're talking about?
headlights- What's that?
Oh shit! What am I doing?
See,
I
it's
hit
got the flat.
Yeah, well, actually, no, I don't think that's. He's got something similar, but I don't think that's the exact car, though.
Yeah, this goes all the way up the front right there. You see who's standing there, don't you?
Yeah, some loser.
That's
But, yeah.
that. Like I said, that's why I don't like my 3-piece headlights is because I drive my car at night, and like I said, by the time I adjust the headlights so I can see, it's not even anymore. That I don't like that look. I also don't like
But-
1-piece headlights, so it's kind of like, well, which one do I go with? You know.
I like stock headlights. But this is the car. That's
I'd
the
rather
valve
just
covers I
have-
was talking about.
Yeah, I don't like those either, Gary.
I didn't care for them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those either.
Actually, I like the 4-eyed. As far as the factory headlight, I like 4-eyed, or I'd rather just have 2 round headlights and be done with it. But
I love
those
the
aren't
4-eye
really
headlights, man.
options. What's that?
I love the 4-eye headlights.
Yeah, I do. That's my favorite headlight, but I don't have one of those, so I just
Well, you
gotta
can
work with what I
you-
can get.
You can always buy you a 4-eye front end and put it right on your car, and you have 4-eye headlights.
I could do that,
Yep.
and then leave
Yep.
everything else the LX89 stuff, right?
People's done it. A lot of people's out there done it. You wouldn't be the first.
So, what do you say?
Hey.
What are you guys covering the bottom of your cars with? I had it in Michigan for 15 years, and it wasn't bad. It sat in the drive a few years now, and I've moved to Southwest Missouri, and it dried to flaky rust.
Oh, what kind of undercoating or whatever is he coating to combat the rust?
Well, I'll
That's
tell
what
you
he's
this.
talking about.
The whore, whoever bought that car ordered it, and they had that stuff put on the bottom of it. It is a blessing and a curse.
It's a curse when you need to do something. You got to scrape that shit off, but it's a
Oh,
blessing
dude.
because it keeps everything from rusting.
It's terrible. It
Yep.
gets on you, and I'm like, where did this come from? And I'm like,
Yep.
next thing you know, you're sitting there trying to scrape it off yourself, but it
What is
actually
it, like
preserved the
factory
car.
undercoating or something?
Yeah, it actually preserved the car, but
No, I never. I don't have one of those, so I got
But
to
the
do
stuff
my
I
own
would put
undercoating.
underneath it, I used to say pour 15 all day, but I can't say that anymore because they don't have UV protectant in it. I would go with
No, they don't.
I would go with the KBS or the KBS rust, the paint over rust
Mhm.
stuff because they have UV protectant in their stuff. it's
Rust-Oleum
basic-
does too.
It's basically,
Don't get funky started on Rust-Oleum. He loves his spray caps.
yeah, screw Rust-Oleum. They screwed me twice. I don't want to
Yeah.
deal. I don't deal
Like I
with it.
said, that's his favorite. That's his favorite
But
spray
here's the thing.
caps in the business.
Why do you need UV protection underneath your car? I mean, are you driving on top of your roof
Because
or
you're
something?
still getting UV on there, dude. It's getting on there.
Yeah,
If
you ain't gonna stop it from getting on there.
Yeah, if you take the pour 15 and paint your floor with it, well, that's fine. You're just dumping a carpet over it. It's not a big deal. But even though it's
No,
under
it's
your
got-
car, it's still
shoot
getting
paint on
UV
it.
light. So
Or you could use the Eastwood rust encapsulator, rubberized rust encapsulator undercoating stuff.
Or you can do like 99% of people that live in Canada do. They spray the bottom of their car with fucking used motor oil. Then they drive down a dirt road and they let all the gravel and the dust and shit get on from the dirt road, and your car don't rust.
But
That's what 99% of people in Canada do.
that NHOU stuff, when I first got it, I sprayed it, and it's basically, sticky oil in a can. I was like, I don't know about this shit. And then last year, when I got up under my truck and I seen rust not rust everywhere, it was just spot surface rust.
Yes.
I thought, hang on a second. I went and grabbed that NHOU and I started to shoot the little rust spots. And I was like, okay, I get it now. This is good. So you got to do it every year, but I mean, at least all you got to do is spray it on there and it just starts working its way into that surface rust. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did last year. I said, all right, I'll do this every year. Not a big deal. It's not like it's hard. You just crawl underneath there and just like, it's not like you're spraying the whole bottom of your truck. You're just hitting where the surface rust you see, so.
Yeah,
So,
but hell, like
I see a lot of people take the used motor oil and they'll spray it on the inside of the doors.
Yep.
And spray it on the outside of the car. They spray it on the inside of the doors. They said if you spray it on the outside of the car, it just collects dirt.
Yeah. So what's the best, 10W, 30, 15W? No, I'm just kidding.
I would probably use Rotella, man. It's probably the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the damn thickest, that's for sure.
Imperfect.
Yeah, Gary, like that guy that I keep telling you about, that guy, Half-Ass Customs, the guy that's building that Chevy truck, the GMC truck that you don't really care for the way he made his bed, stuff like that. But he says 99% of people live in Canada because they live in such a harsh environment, everything rusts up there. They'll just throw their cars on lifts and they'll spray the entire bottom of their vehicles with motor oil, and then they'll find a dirt road and just drive up and down the dirt road and let all the dust and shit like that get on the bottom up. And they said, your car don't rust at all. They said they do that once a year. And they don't have a problem.
Most of the guys won't do that because they don't want that dirt on the bottom of their car.
Yeah, shit. How many people at the car show is going to see the bottom of your car unless you're jacking it up, putting mirrors up on it?
Listen, people notice everything in these car shows.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Well, if you got somebody on the ground laying down, looking up under your car, fuck them. Let them say what they want. It's their dumbasses for laying on the ground.
So what happens, Salty, though, is they got their hood open and it's up on their firewall. And people, when they look at the engine compartment, you got it all cleaned up. They look back at the firewall, they're like, ew.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can see that, but you know what?
They crawl under the car.
You know what I mean?
People spot crap.
Yeah.
Like they're pointing out your car, is this car a 10-pointer or a 100-pointer?
I'm like this. I don't point it in any direction. I don't name it. It's not a point to me. It's just a fucking car. You know what I mean? If you want to critique it, you can critique it all you want. It's just mine. I'm happy with it. That's all I care about.
I like funky. Make it yours and don't worry
That's
about
right. That's right. Don't worry about what other people say.
it.
Because at the end of the day, it's not their car. It's not their money that you're spending. It's yours.
Right.
So you're allowed to do whatever you want.
But like my 93, the reason why I like that car so much, because the tech and everything work and everything's original.
Nice.
Bad Brad.
So
Nah,
apparently,
My gauges are original, except I got blue lights in my dash.
That just makes it purty.
How you like it?
That hose I told you about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly just let me know today that they don't have it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nobody has it in stock.
Bad Brad said he would never spray under a classic
I agree.
unless your rear main goes.
Well, then you ain't got a choice, right?
What's the difference spraying up under a classic and up under a modern car? What's the difference? You're still trying to accomplish the same thing, whether it's a classic or whether it's now if it's a classic that does like Gary's that sits in the garage 99% of the time and he just takes it out for certain few events and drives it and then he takes it back home, cleans it back up, puts it back in the garage. Yeah, I can understand not doing it that way. But if you're one of those guys who takes your car out and drives it a lot and enjoys it and shit like that, and you live in a harsh environment, what's the difference in a classic and a damn modern car?
But the thing about it is most people, 85% of the classic car owners don't drive their car every day. And
That's true.
for car shows and that. So
It's like right now, my black car, we're like, it's using oil, so we're not understanding that.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, and then and I'm talking with Justin and my dad, and we're like, and Justin's like, does it smoke? I go, it don't smoke at all. He's like, well, it doesn't smoke and it's burning oil. I go, yeah. He goes, there's soot in your tailpipes. I go, it's the same kind of soot that was there on the original engine and the 306 and now the 347. So it's nothing new.
How much oil is it burning?
Enough to
Well-
give smoke off and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just not smoking. And it's like I left here, went down to Gary's, drove it, and before I drove it down there, drove it all over. And before mind you, it was a 3-hour drive down there. There was a lot of sitting around in a car and the traffic jams. And it was sucked. But when before I checked to go home, it was down a quart.
Damn.
Yeah, and
That's a lot.
And I already I already changed the oil. I just changed the oil. So then when I put it in at Gary's and I drove it home, and it was just straight driving, no real stopping. And then I drove it till Wednesday, and when I checked it Wednesday, it was a half a quart low.
Damn, that's burning a good amount of oil.
Huh?
Check your.
So API says I'm driving my cars if I can't drive. It's not the point that I can't drive them. The point is that I don't want to drive it. There's a difference. You go to a parking lot and they slam their door up against my door, I'll kill somebody.
You damn right. I don't blame you a fucking bit on that one.
I've had that car for 47 years, man. I'm going to kill somebody.
Here's the thing. My car isn't leaking any oil, right? But you see there's an oil leak right between the transmission and the engine.
Rear main seal.
No, it's if you rebuild an engine, that's going to leak.
Hasn't even been there that long.
No, it ain't going to leak all the time. I 100% disagree with that.
So what I'm thinking it is we're running into bad quality parts.
I would say you're about 100% correct in today's market. Yep.
And it was a Felpro, but I've seen some Felpro shit that hasn't been the greatest.
Oh, you got to be very. Your rear main seals are, I don't know, maybe 50-50 at best, whether they're going to leak or not.
And then the thing is, it's not leaking any on the ground; it's leaking it on the car. So it's sticking to my cross member and underneath the bottom of it.
That's the reason why it's hard to find the oil leak, because it's not dripping anywhere.
Right.
So how much oil did you use, leak, whatever, from like my house to your home?
No, when I put it in at your house, I drove it home and then I checked it Wednesday, and I was down half a quart.
So it's not really bad,
right? And this is the other thing. I put the Rotella 15W40 in it, but when I was talking to my dad said, he goes, he bought an 01 54 F-150. He said he decided to put different oil in it, and it was burning oil. And he went to the dealership, and they were like, "Well, what oil did you put in it?" And I don't remember what he did. What he said. He said he told him, and he go, "Well, that's not recommended. You got to put the right oil in it." And he said he put the right oil in it, and it stopped burning it.
I'll tell you what. If you got a decent condition roller engine, like what you got, 1030 is, unless you're taking it to the track and beating on it, 1030 is going to do everything you need.
Right. So I put 1030 in it, and this is my new result. So I think I just got a rear main seal leak because I'm not smoking. And Justin goes, "Well, is it down on power?" I go, "No. That thing just won't stop. You started, it wants to go. It doesn't want to sit still." So I think I'm into just a rear main seal problem.
Well, you're probably thinking right. But hang on a second, though. Did you happen to check maybe behind your the back gasket on your intake in the back of it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's an easy one to get a leak at. That and the PCV if that grommet's bad on your stock intake.
No, that's all brand new.
'Cause that's right where that is.
That's
But
all-
I'm just saying, you know, like I said, the gasket. Didn't matter of fact, you even use a gasket because most people don't for the intake, for the front and the back.
oh yeah, I put that rubber thing on there.
Okay,
Oh, the
so
mold
yeah, I'm
rubber
thinking
one?
I did a look back there and feel back there and see if you have any type of linkage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Did
check,
you put
but I
RPD
doubt
in the
it.
corners?
Oh yeah, I check, but I doubt it. I don't see when I'm looking in the engine. I don't see anything that's dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back there behind the intake, though, I don't think you'd see it unless you
You
actually.
know, a valve
Look up
cover,
at your look.
back bolt on the valve cover getting a little loose. I do it too.
Yeah, but there's nothing running down the sides though.
But you know, the cool thing is, if it was the intake, you wouldn't have to take the trans out.
That's true.
No, that's got to be done.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
Blade.
that's how you know you still got oil in it, right? Whenever it doesn't leave a puddle anywhere, you know you're too low.
well, I check it a lot too. So my oil pressure goes down to a certain level, I know it's low when it's idling, because you could be down to like 25 pounds, but then you start revving the engine, it goes right up to like 50 and 60, you know?
Yeah. Actually, oil pressure is checked at a specific RPM anyway, and it's not idle.
No, I'm just telling you the oil pressure that I'm monitoring it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the oil pressure numbers on my Terminator X display. I watch it on idle at where it's at, and I watch it when I at cruise, and I watch it when I'm like getting on it. So I know what I'm looking at and where it's at. I get a sense of what it is when it's driving normally on different conditions. So when I see it drop to a certain level when it's idling, I'm like, oh, something's not right. That's when I go and I check it. So
Hey, I'm here, guys, just listening, but I'm eating, so that's why I got my damn mic muted, so y'all don't hear
your
me crunch.
barbecue sauce on your Jack's pizza,
Yes, sir. This shit's good. Don't knock it till you try it.
you freaking weirdo.
Damn right.
What? Does he
You
eat
know, I can do
barbecue sauce on
barbecue sauce
pizza?
on pizza, but it has to
I've
be,
done
I mean, that is the sauce, not any other sauce.
Oh, he's got marinara on there too, dude. It's
No,
a frozen pizza.
I've actually done it before, and it's not bad on certain pizzas.
No, it's not bad at all. Like I said,
What,
I mean, it's just,
sauce?
yeah, I just put barbecue. I don't put a lot, I just kind of go around in a circle and like a damn round bullseye till I get to the middle.
So it depends on what pizza you got.
This is a cheap ass damn Walmart's Jack pizza.
It's a Jack's pizza. It's not Walmart.
Yeah.
So it's not like a barbecue chicken.
this motherfucker
pizza
came
and you
from
have to have
Walmart.
barbecue.
Yeah, but Jack's is its own company.
Yeah. No. No, it didn't come with barbecue sauce. I added barbecue sauce.
But I mean, the thing of it is that if you got like a chicken and some pineapple on it and stuff like that, barbecue sauce is good on it. But anything else, yeah.
Mine's just a pepperoni and cheese, but I added sharp cheddar cheese and barbecue sauce, some ham. So I kind of just spruced it up a little bit.
Well, the ham goes with the barbecue sauce. I can get that.
Freaking
Yeah.
pineapple. What are you doing?
Hey, don't knock pineapple on the pizza until you try it, bitch. It's good.
No pineapple.
Yeah.
Don't,
Well,
I
it's
have
the
tried it,
Hawaiian,
and that's
it's the
why I
Hawaiian
like
side
pineapple on
pizza
pizza.
that's good.
I
don't
like.
fruit my savory.
I also like pickles on my cheeseburger pizzas.
Downhill Daddy, I don't eat ranch dressing at all. Period. None.
I love ranch, especially homemade ranch.
Well,
I like
yeah.
homemade ranch. I don't really like that stuff you buy in the
Ranch is a Midwestern thing. We dip it in everything.
Right,
Ranch.
right.
It's like Frank's, right? We put
But I prefer the homemade ranch over anything.
I tell you what, some Chipotle ranch is pretty good.
I'm just not a
Hey.
fan of like the bottled ranch. I think it's
Hey, you know
got
that-
a fake taste to it.
That video I did for Buddy's Pizza,
Yeah.
well, they had good ranch, but also they closed that location.
I remember you saying the pizza was a 3 or 4 at best, but the
Yeah, it
ranch
wasn't
was
that
damn
great.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really wasn't that great, but the ranch was awesome. They
Yeah,
made
that's
their
what,
own ranch.
that's what you said on the video. So what they closed the location for? I guess people got tired of store bought pizza with fucking Good Ranch.
Yeah, no shit. They're closing that one and they're opening another one south of town. I was like, okay. I said at least it's further away, so I don't have to subject myself to that.
I'm with you there, MJI. I don't like. Look, I don't like it either. Oh, I am gonna knock it, DD, because I have tried ranch dressing. I don't like ranch dressing. That's why I can knock it.
I like certain homemade ranch dressings. Like there's a place here at Flobama. Their ranch dressing I like. There's another place I've been that they have a ranch dressing they make really good. But like I said, that Hidden Valley, the stuff in the bottle, I don't like it. It's got a weird taste to me.
My wife makes it with with buttermilk. And
Yeah, that's the way to
good.
do it.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it. That's the way my grandma did it. So it must be right.
My sister makes these damn. I'm sure you've all had it before. She'll buy that Hidden Valley Ranch stuff in a pack, and then she'll make like a ranch ball or something that you use like dip crackers or stuff like that in. She said she liked the hell out of that.
Seen that. I've done that with the sour cream instead of cream cheese, and that makes a really good dip for like chicken wings.
Yeah.
My wife's cutting the grass in the backyard and it's getting dark.
It ain't dark here yet, but you're what, an hour ahead of me? I mean, I'm just now seeing a good sunset.
Yeah, it's 9:06 here.
Yeah, it's still light here.
So I went to freaking Sublime's favorite restaurant tonight.
Portillo.
Oh,
Yes. And I have to say, it's a 7.5 out of 10.
That's not bad for some of those restaurants.
And it's not bad, but the onion rings were a little overcooked. They have this cake shake. Oh my god, dude, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. But that was it.
I don't think I've ever had a cake shake before.
Dude,
I
it's
think that's the first time I've ever heard of one.
oh, it's good.
It depending on who makes or how they're made. They're pretty good. The last one I had.
You know, we got a Whataburger here. I think it got here last year or something like that. I still haven't made it there. Maybe I'll go there
Yeah.
for lunch tomorrow.
We have one here in Florence. I drove by it the other day.
They're building one about 6 miles from me.
We had one here, but I don't think it's open anymore.
Well, maybe I got the one that you had.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it opened like a year ago, and I haven't been there because it was like the new thing, and it's going to be crowded. So I never have made it there.
Ours wasn't very crowded when I drove by it, but it was also at an off time of day.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna think the Whataburger is the Mount Rushmore.
It may not be
restaurant,
open
though.
yet. I don't know if it's open yet. I know they just built it recently. It may still be closed. But it's in it's 2 towns away from here, so I don't go up there very often.
So, Fat Boy Fox.
Yeah.
That boy Fox.
What's up, Dale?
It's
What's up,
like a
Dale?
20-30-minute drive.
Yep, see right there, Dale confirmed it. They closed in Detroit. Yep, he confirmed it.
I can't see the
You
chat.
only had one.
Yeah, they had one. They had one here in downtown Grand Rapids. They closed too.
That says something, you know.
Fat Boy Fox.
Well, I guess I got the one that closed up there or something like that. They moved down here.
Wahlburger is what he said.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh. I think you guys were talking about Whataburger.
No,
Yeah, I was talking about Whataburger.
Yeah. Wahlburger, we don't have one of those here.
I don't
We
have
had
one.
one in Washington. I
I've
never
heard that
went.
one. I mean, I heard about Fuddruckers, but it's been a
It's
long time
owned by
since I
Mark
ate that.
Wahlberg. It's his-
Fuddruckers. God, I hadn't ate one of their burgers in goddamn forever.
I'm gonna tell you something. Fuddruckers burger is tasteless.
Yeah.
Well, you need to go to the
haven't been to
Fuddruckers down in
Fuddruckers
the Atlanta
since I
area
was
and
a
try
kid.
that one.
The one up here was tasteless.
What's the one in Atlanta?
What's that?
What Fuddruckers in Atlanta?
The last time I went to a
This
Fuddruckers
would be
was
in
in Detroit area.
Marietta, when I was in Marietta area.
How long has that been ago?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. Well over 10
Okay,
years.
then. Guarantee you it ain't there no more.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. So Funky did a review on those Doritos.
Domino's.
when he picked those things up out of the bag and showed it, I'm like, yeah, just blow the crud out of it. You can use it to snort something.
Yeah.
I think they're just the Takis copies. That's all they are, with no flavor.
No, I told you what they were. I
Well,
said
yeah,
they
the rejects.
were the reject spicy nachos.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It looked like it was like you, instead of rolling up a dollar bill, you'd use that.
Oh, no, that was hurt.
Tell you what, you save those damn things. They do real good for starting fires, though.
Oh yeah, all that stuff. Corn chips,
Mm-hmm.
freaking Cheetos.
I didn't believe it until I tried it.
Yeah, that shit really does start fires, man. That shit works. And that's
Yeah,
the
I
shit
think
they
I've
sell us
seen
to
it
put in
down
our bodies. Think about it.
And I tried those Reese's cups with the chips in them, and they sound real good, but I wasn't that impressed with them.
Are these the nano chips that they're gonna make all the Americans have? They're putting in our chips.
Downhill Daddy says, y'all seen the Reese cups with chips in them? No.
Yep.
Ross Trucking.
I did. I'll tell you something. I'm going to review that I got. I found it yesterday.
No, Downhill Daddy, you're wrong. That's
Jack-
not just the reason why they catch on fire. You can actually use the chip to start a fire.
So
Yeah, all that oil in there.
I got Jack Link's beef jerky and their Doritos taco flavor.
Have you tried them yet?
No, I haven't. I got to do. I do that on camera.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because if I missed something.
I mean, I want to, but I got to get the camera set up and do it.
Yeah, no, I just wondered if I missed something.
No,
Hell,
it's-
I've never tried those, but that does sound good, though.
it's something new. So I'm like, all right, here we go.
Anytime you combine a Reese's with caramel, it can't be bad.
What are you talking about?
That's what Dale just said, Reese's with caramel.
I just told. That's not what I just. Oh, wow.
I didn't say that's what you said. I'm reading his comment.
He's talking about Downhill Daddy.
No, Dale's Adventures the one that said it.
Oh,
Read his
Dale
comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all are behind.
Yeah.
Me and Tony, we're up.
Yeah, I'm up to date.
Yeah.
What
You
is
need to
so-
hit the live button down there.
what is? Chips catch on fire because of the fire. Yeah.
No, you can actually use the chip to actually start a fire. It
No,
will.
he's right. He's right. You can. The chips catch on fire because of the fire. Yeah, the fire from the lighter.
Well, yeah, duh. Yeah, I guess you're right. I wasn't thinking that damn much into it, but yeah, you're right.
You
100%.
gotta fire it up before you can fire it up.
Yeah, I guess I'll just shut up and keep eating my pizza.
Fire it up. Fire it up. Holy crap, holy. Holy candy craziness. Jeez.
When somebody fart or something.
I've been saying, what the hell, you jacking off over there or something?
I
Funky?
know. No, I'm talking about broken two garages. It looked like he was smelling something.
I'm
Yeah, and at the
watching,
same time he was smelling it, Funky was making all them noises.
I'm watching this freaking thing. They got this candy. There's so much candy. It's like a freaking convention center with just mounds of candy on the goddamn tables. It's like, Jesus.
They want to keep the local dentist in business.
Selling diabetes. Oh. Now they got
Oh.
sunflower seeds.
You still liking that injection system you got, Aces?
Yeah, I just there's some things I got to figure out about it is all. I mean, the car idles unbelievable. It does. It drives fine. It's just if you hit the gas, man, it just nothing happens too much. It's like, wow, you know, you got a
Holds on
fuel
its face
adjustment.
or just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It needs fuel, man, is what it needs. I just got to figure out what one it is to give it to it. But it needs a tune, is what it needs. You get a tune on that thing. My guy Ty, I just don't have the money for it. But
So it's not something that you could actually tune yourself unless you just want to spend a bunch of time. with the
Yeah, I
learning
mean, you
curve,
can do it yourself. You just got to figure out how to do it,
right?
as opposed to
So
somebody.
I don't know.
knows.
Would you say that would be better, or just go with like the old Mega Squirt kits and go that route and buy your own
Well,
throttle body?
You got to tune both of them. So what's the
Yeah,
difference?
well, this is the
Yeah.
thing. Mega squirts need to be tuned. Micro squirts need to be tuned. Holly Terminator X needs to be tuned. The thing about throttle body injection systems is they do learn. As long as you hook it up right and get your timing decent, they do learn a little bit and you're able to drive the car decently, like I am now. But eventually
Mhm.
you'll need to tweak it. But those other ones, they just give you a sample tune, and then
Yeah,
hopefully
then you
your
have to
car
go
will
in
run
and do
right.
everything yourself.
Hopefully your car will run right. That's why you got to go get it tuned, unless you know how to do it, And I don't really know how to do it. So, but
Funky, do you got somebody up there that can tune your Aces?
oh yeah, if I took it to Tyler, he'll tune it.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if he works with Terminator X, I'm sure he can figure that one out too.
Well, no, it's just the software for all these things have similar. They all have the same type of settings in them to set. You know what I mean? It's just they do it with a different operating system.
Gotcha.
So it's just navigating the different operating systems. So if I brought this to him, he just download their software on his computer and look at it real quick, and probably just because he's so experienced at it, in 5 minutes tune your car. you know what I mean? He probably just
'cause
look
you know,
at it.
with-
Oh,
with
they
the
got
whole
this here
doing that,
instead of
you need to
there, and they
do
got
this.
this instead of that, and this is the way they're saying this is the way you do it. Stuff like that. So he'd figure it out. He's a smart guy.
How much they charge for that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, he's about $500.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
curious
so-
about that.
Yeah, and that's a dyno. That's a dyno tune.
Yeah, I say I've never had a car tuned before, so I
Yeah.
don't know what that stuff costs or anything.
Yeah, that's how much I paid for Black Sunshine. It was around $500. And he didn't charge me any extra when I knew I had everything together, and then he called me up and said, "Hey, a couple of your rockers sound loose." I was like, "No, come on, man." He's all right. He goes, "I'll just take care of it in the morning." I'm like, "All right, dude, I'm sorry, And then the next day I was waiting and waiting. Not too long. And then he called me and I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Hey, it's ready. 328. I said, "You're done?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, the rockers didn't give you any issues?" He goes, "Oh no, it was just two of them on the passenger side. They were easy to get to. That's it. The rest of them are all tight." I'm like, "Oh." He goes, "You're all set." I'm like, "Damn." So he popped that sucker off, checked them all, and just found two of them. And was like, "Okay, boom, done."
So if you don't mind me asking, how long do you think it's going to be before you get all your parts for your truck?
Oh, shouldn't be too much longer. I get a bonus coming up here, and that'll take care of it.
Now I want to know: are you going to film that working on that truck, or is this something you like? Nah, this is going to be my first time, so I ain't filming this shit because I know there's going to be a lot of cuss words.
Probably, I'll probably film it. I don't know. We don't know what we're
Hey,
doing.
free content, right?
Huh?
Free content. Just film it and throw it out there and see what sticks, right?
Oh, it ain't free. He paid a lot of money to film that shit.
I'm saying the content is free to record it.
Holly Terminator. Holly, you can't really say Holly Terminator X is the best. Yes, I have a
Yeah.
Holly Terminator X. I love it. I think, as long as you got somebody who tunes it, yeah, it's good. But the same goes for an Aces. Aces, I think, has a Ford multi-port fuel injection system now. They have plenty of LS stuff. It's just as good. It's just different software, but it's all got the same settings in it. So as long as you got somebody who knows how to tune it, it's going to be the best too. Same
Yeah,
thing
so it
with
sounds like-
Haltech and stuff like that, which is the more higher end stuff. But yeah, I mean, to
Sounds like
say
any
it's,
of them you got to get tuned. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
well, what's the,
everybody says, how Terminator X is the best. Well, not really, because all of them can be tuned the same way. It's just they're different systems. That's all.
I'm like this. Just because it's
Like
got the
that.
Holly name on it, don't make it the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
well, it's kind
that's
of
why.
like buying an expensive header versus a cheap header. You still got to take your hammer out and beat the thing to death to get it to fit your car anyway. So what's
Yeah.
the point?
It's when I found Aces, man. Like I said, I thought it was a joke. And then I looked into it and found out it ain't a joke. They actually have a better design, a way better design than frickin' Holly does. It's built better, I think. They don't make their own injector plugs. They use EV1 injector plugs. So why fix what's not broken?
That's right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
And the
'cause it
fact
costs
that they're-
time and money to design. If you're going to design a widget, even though something's out there, sometimes it's easier. Just don't reinvent the wheel. Just go get
Yeah.
the one that works.
And the other, it's. And the other thing is that they fleece you. It's like, bring your pocketbook. Aces is like, you know what? We'll give you this shit, and we know it's good, and it's $1,000.
That's the part I like about them. So much better than Holly.
And
Holly
they
charges
give
you for every fucking thing, man.
and
Everything.
they give you everything. They give you everything. They give you a coil. They give you a distributor. They give you the system. And on top of it right now, so they get customers and it's working, I think, they're giving away their freaking, what is it, their 7-inch screen. They gave me one. I didn't even expect it. It was just in the box. And it was
That's
some
cool as
kind of-
hell.
And the other thing that I got was a pressure gauge.
Oh, nice.
Or a pressure sensor, I should say. And then, I mean, their stuff is affordable. They're making it affordable for people to buy, not fleecing you for,
Then
you
nickel
want
and dime
boost?
you
Well,
every
you
time
need
you
our
turn
3-bar.
around.
You need our 3-bar map sensor. Well, guess what? Aces has a 3-bar map sensor right in the throttle body. So that's something else you don't have to buy.
Nice.
But again, like I said, it's not without its, the fact that it needs to be tweaked a little bit. But
Everything's gonna have to be tweaked a little bit. I don't care what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But all these videos I've seen of people who put it on there and it wasn't running right, they weren't following the directions. So
Well, that's fine. Maybe I'll get one of those and it's refurbished. Get it cheaper.
Refurbished.
Hold on. There's
Yeah, for one of
directions.
the people that they get in it, they didn't follow the directions and they send it back, got their money back, and grab one of those.
yeah.
Hell, if they even sell those,
Oh, you need to get off me.
they might not sell those.
No.
The
'Cause, you know-
returns or whatever.
Yeah, because people can be harsh to products, and if you got your name on something, you don't want to send it out there and it constantly having problems. You know what I mean? Because then that's when you start getting the bad reviews and all that other shit, and your sales go down.
The other
thing, they'll do a one time a year thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one thing
Well,
that I
you can
found
sell
out
it as
at
a new product, that wouldn't be right. But you could sell it as open box or whatever.
Just the way social media is these days, man, it's really hard for these companies, and I can get it too. It's really hard for these companies to start selling shit that people send back because it ain't like it back in the day, when all we had was fucking magazines. Everybody had 50 magazines in their shit house. Could we go in there, sit and read? It ain't like that no more. Now everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a computer. As soon as you hit the button,
I get it. Though,
fucking
so
within seconds, it's fucking all over the world.
these people ain't gonna throw that stuff in the garbage because they still got, at the end of the day, they still got to pay their bills. So
Yeah, I agree.
they're gonna sell it at a half price or whatever.
And the thing I found out about Aces at Ford takeover from the guy with that twin supercharged car. When I was talking to him, he works for Ride Tech, and I told him I had an Aces. He goes, Aces. He goes, so the owner of Aces used to work for Phytech. I was like, oh, that's what happened, huh? So, yeah, he started a company and just kind of made everything better because, again, Holley on their throttle bodies puts their ECU. What does Phytech do? They do the same thing. And then this guy comes away and says, nope, let's put it separate where you can put it, it's out of the way of the heat and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that,
because the OEMs never did that on any of their injection systems. They always
Right.
had a remote mount computer.
and before, and I'm not sure when Aces exactly when they started, but when I was looking at the Bandit from Jegs, there's a separate too.
Damn.
So, and so is Summits.
So if you wouldn't have went with Aces, do you think you would have wound up picking up the Jegs one? 'Cause
Yeah,
I know you had talked about that a few times
yeah,
on
I
live.
would have bought it. It still looks like a good unit.
How much was the Jags one?
It's roughly about the same, but
Same.
you're just getting the unit. You're not getting a distributor. Theirs hooks up differently. I
So
think.
then it costs more.
Huh?
Yeah, basically, yeah, I agree. It
It
costs more
If you
because
don't
you
get
get less.
everything with it, it costs more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and Summit, they don't have theirs. But the peculiar thing about Summit was when I saw the Summit one, and then Ford Blue showed us his Fast. It's the
Looks
same
identical, huh? Yeah.
same exact thing. I was like, so Fast is making
Yeah,
Summit shit.
I heard good stuff about Fast.
So
Well, Fast has been around a long time. So
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
Yes, I have.
yeah. But Downhill Daddy says the Holley Terminator X is the best. But you know, it depends on the person.
yeah, it depends on your tuner, man. It's all about your tuner.
It all depends on your wallet.
If I took out the Terminator X in my car right now and replaced it with a multi-port fuel injection by Aces and took it to my same tuner, I bet you the car run the same.
Probably would. Yeah, but then would you take it all back out just to put the damn Terminator X back in and be like, nah, fuck it, this bitch is going up for sale.
So at what point do you really need to upgrade to an aftermarket EFI for the Fox Mustang? In y'all's opinion.
Horsepower.
To me, yeah, horsepower and reliability, because how many times can you fix those computers?
Yeah.
Nobody.
And look how much people that are fixing them, look how much they're charging for them.
I don't know if there's anybody out there now who is supporting making chips for them.
So
Because
basically, you would pull your computer out whether you had problems or not, and
yeah,
put
because
the aftermarket system on.
but if you got a
Just
computer
for-
that works, use it. I guess. I mean, but you're going to run into those problems where it does its surging thing, like mine was doing, or backfiring in the intake.
Mhm.
You get a Terminator X, it cures all that. But you got to get somebody to tune it. But there's, like I said, quarter horse is gone. You can't get the chips anymore. I don't know if SCT makes them anymore. I know you can get them from Bama chips, but I heard those are terrible.
They are. They're not good.
Well, like
Yeah.
I said, like with the guy I talked to up here, Blue Ovo, he says he can tune them. So he must have some chips. It's all I
Yeah,
can
if somebody
Okay.
stockpiled chips from quarter horse, or if you're just reusing somebody else's, okay. I mean,
But can they reuse mine though? The one that's in my car?
I'm not sure, man. I don't know about those.
I do believe with an EEPROM programmer they can. I think those are programmable with an EEPROM programmer.
But I'll tell you this: if you do have a chip, my tuner Tyler's a younger guy, man. He knows how to do that shit. He tuned Justin's his Fox body, and
Okay.
Justin had a chip in there from some other place, but he was able.
Well, I
to,
just wonder though, I just wonder, is it even worth even screwing with the stock ECUs anymore? Is it even worth that shit anymore?
Well, talk to Neo. Neo will tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's also looking at upgrading, but that's on his top end stuff too. It's like, okay, at the limit of what you can do. Was it his white cars want to upgrade?
Yeah, well, I guarantee you Neo ain't running that shit on his damn turbo car.
Oh yeah, he is.
The stock ECU on a high horsepower fucking turbo car he's got.
He does.
Yep.
Yeah, speed density at that.
What's that? What's that damn program called?
Didn't it quarter horse his blue car?
Yeah, no, quarter horse is the chip. I'm talking about the program he uses to tune it.
Oh,
remember the name
yeah,
of
I
it.
can't remember.
What's going on? Making Mustangs great again and barbecue 5.0.
What's up, man? What is it? Is it something? Shit. Something studio? Binary Studio?
You see what you got a comment there. You got a comment in the chat there. Got a comment in the chat there, Funky. This guy named Imperfect Believer said, "Wow, thanks. That's good info. I've been looking at Aces. I'm running a 460 and usually strictly carb."
Yeah, now go to Ace's website. I got the Kill Shot, which is the base. But then you go up from there, there's like the the Jackpot, then there's the Full House or some shit. It's all named after poker hands and stuff. But yeah, there you can get, depending on how much money you want to pay, is how much more horsepower. That's the other thing. Holley, their base unit supports 550 horsepower. The Kill Shot supports 650. So I didn't trust the fuel injection because didn't want to be on power tour. And one-off TBI fail or something that takes a week to get.
Damn, DD, I had to read your damn comment again. I thought you were talking to Bama.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm kind of big on some of this stuff too is, if you got, say, a carbureted setup like that, you can go to the parts store and get whatever parts you need to fix your vehicle if it breaks down and you're on the road.
Yeah.
But a lot of these newer aftermarket parts, even newer distributors, like I got that, what's that brand? Pertronics, I got that distributor. Well, I can't buy any parts. If I need to get a cap, rotor, or anything, I can't get that locally. So that's something to be said for the simplicity of your basic carburetor distributor setup.
Yeah. So you haven't heard of Aces? Yeah, dude, they were all over Facebook. That's why I thought it was a joke. But come to find out, now I know it's a guy, one of the higher ups at Phytech, left and made his own company, and then he just decided, hey, let's give people good value, good product for a good value, and they're in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a weird town name.
Are they over there by the? I wonder if they're anywhere near the company that makes the upgrade the EcoBoost motors.
Didn't you say one night it was on here? It was Newport, Tennessee, or some shit like that?
No, it's some weird name. It's like Boggy, Mossy something.
Mossy Rock?
Is that what it is?
It might be.
No, Soddy Daisy.
Oh,
Soddy Daisy. Okay, Soddy Daisy. Okay.
Soddy Daisy, Tennessee.
I don't even know where that is, but that's a name I've heard before.
No
It's
clue on that one.
Eastern.
Eastern, yeah. So it's near Carolina.
I think it's is it north of Chattanooga? I think.
I don't know. I can't look at my map right now because my phone is connected to my TV, so I can watch something on TV that I couldn't get on the TV.
And the reason why the reason why it sold me on Aces is because when I started looking it up, I'm like, well, this thing looks like it's kind of legit. And then I seen this dude called Action Vulture, and he works for Aces, and this is just his own personal YouTube channel. He goes, hey, we got the newest Kill Shot here. He goes, let's say we void the warranty and take it apart. I was like, what? So I watched him take it apart and show you where the stuff was, the TPS, where the 3-bar was and all the features on the thing, and showing you the EV1 plugged in 100-pound injectors, and here's the IAC. He just took it all apart, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is actually put together well. And he goes, look, and he was just showing you the inner workings of it. I'm like, well, fuck, I don't see Holly doing this shit.
Saudi Daisy's just north of Chattanooga.
Okay.
Yep. But that's what sold me. And then you watch their videos and stuff, and they're good videos, and it's just a good product. Because listen, the ECU is in an aluminum. I believe it's potted, so it's in an aluminum. It's sealed. It's an aluminum casing. Check this out. So I went in to get. I don't know if you guys hear the fireworks.
I do.
From the ballpark. That's
Little bit.
a few miles away. But anyway, I went out to my car to get some screws out of it, and when I went in there, the carpeting was wet. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So we found a leak where my weather stripping was on the top of the door there, and up toward the front A-pillar, there was another hole. There was a gap. So we had to lift the door up, and we sealed that, and we started spraying water all. And when I discovered this, I grabbed my ECU, which is where the old ECU in the car was. It was all wet, and I said, "Oh shit!" So I unplugged it, and I just sat it in the sun because it's black. It's black housing. And I said that whatever. I said it should be potted, so it's sealed. I think it's fine. And I left it there. It was all wet. And so we found where the hole, we sealed the two main holes, but the other one is inside the fender. So I got to take the fender off so we can seal up the body seam there. That's where it's coming. The little bit of leak is coming from. So then I just plugged the thing back in today after it sat in the front seat of the car for a week in the sun. And then I plugged it in today. Car fired right up.
There you go. What's up, Mike's Garage? What's going on, buddy?
Mike's Garage.
What's up, Mike?
We got Ford Tech in here.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm gonna hop off here. Y'all have a good one. Good chat.
All right, man.
All right, take care.
Take it easy there, Broken Tool.
See y'all next week.
Later.
All righty, man.
Oh, and Ford Tech. Trump is coming to the great state and city of Grand Rapids tomorrow. We'll be here.
You want to see him?
Huh?
You want to see him?
I'm not going there at 7 a.m. He doesn't get there. I don't think he starts the thing until like 4:30. But there people are probably lining up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Screw that.
You probably are. You're probably
The
right
last
about
time
that.
he was here, this is the Van Andel Arena now. I think, I don't know, maybe 20,000 can get into it. And there was 10,000 people standing outside that packed arena.
Just watching him on a big monitor.
They couldn't get in, It was like they were
Yeah.
outside in the streets, man. 10,000 people. So you had 30,000 plus there?
Downhill Daddy, are you still up there in that fucked up part of the country?
Cletus just got black flagged out of his race.
Might wear some body armor.
I think the security this go around is going to be a hell of a lot different than last go around.
After seeing all the evidence, I 100% believe the deep state was trying to take him out.
Oh yeah, same here, buddy.
I absolutely agree on some of that. I mean, didn't have half the security should have had. They saw the guy.
Yeah.
They let him go. They saw his rangefinder.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
really?
They saw him at 5:50. He took stage at 6:02. They knew where he was at 6:50. Why did they let him out on that stage?
I don't know.
No shit. I agree.
Protocol states they're not supposed to.
Exactly.
Oh, and Gary, remember we were talking the other night when the guy that we told you, the guy that shot the killer, we said he got fired, and you said they just put him on administrative leave?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and you're going to say he got fired, but I bet you.
No. Fox confirmed it. He didn't get put on administrative leave. He got fired. And now there's a bunch of shit going all up in the air about that shit.
Oh, I bet
because
you.
he wasn't put on administrative leave.
So my question is that why did he even have anybody there? And another question is and you can, I don't care whatever it is, dude. They're going to tell you he got fired, but when it comes right down to it, he'll get his job back if he wants his job back. But the thing of it is that did Trump know that guy was there? Did they tell Trump that guy was there before he came out? And Trump said, "I'm going out here now."
No, they wouldn't tell Trump that shit. That's all Secret Service shit and security and stuff. No, they wouldn't tell him that. They'll keep that from whoever's speaking. You know, like if it was Biden or Trump or some other presidential candidate, they won't tell them that.
You can call me sexist all you want, but those women had no place being there. You don't have some 5'6" woman trying to cover an asset that's like 6'4".
You sexist.
Yeah, no shit.
How dare you?
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
How dare you gender identify her as a woman?
I don't give a crap.
Maybe.
You know what? I said, and the director, what is her background? If you're going to be the director of the Secret Service, you should have some kind of special ops in your history.
No shit.
If she does, there's no way she's got special ops. No freaking way. That's some bullshit, dude.
I don't care if the damn the brass didn't give the damn word to kill him or not. The dude should have been shot, and he got shot.
Yeah, they said, well, you don't want to shoot somebody with a telescope. Well, that motherfucker shouldn't have been on a roof near a freaking ex-president with a telescope. Looking suspicious.
Yeah, and you could clearly see before they even fucking took stage, the guy was carrying a goddamn assault rifle. It wasn't a fucking telescope.
If they knew he was there, the guy with the scope on the sniper rifle knew exactly what it was.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's all bullshit, dude.
I saw the sniper rifle. That scope was a nice scope. He would have been able to see that guy if he'd been twice as far away. No problem.
God, I hope they ain't got assault rifles with fucking a $200 scope.
But I just don't understand what you said, though, Salty, that they wouldn't tell them that there was somebody out there with a gun pointing at the stage. So why would they not tell him that?
Because that's something they don't think that the speaker needs to worry about, because that's why they have the security and the Secret Service people in place to take care of that, so he can concentrate on giving his speech. That's the whole purpose of that.
I call bullshit, because they're going to tell him, we can't allow you to go out there because there's somebody pointing a gun at the damn stage.
Well, yeah, now, if that would have been the case, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I would agree with that. But evidently, the Secret Service or Trump's hired security guys, for some reason, nobody even gave two shits about the guy on the roof, and they let him go out there. And I don't understand. That's the part I don't get. I don't understand that.
Another question: are these Trump's people, or are they just the government people?
They're government people.
They were all Secret Service.
So Secret Service, meaning that the government put them there. Trump didn't hire them.
That's correct. They were all Secret Service, state police, and local municipality. From what I understand, the local municipality was inside the building the guy was on the roof with.
Because she said that was the roof was too sloped and it was dangerous. I'm like, but these people are meant to take a bullet for somebody. What are you talking about? Dangerous.
Now, you look at the angle of that roof. That roof is not sloped at all.
No.
At a certain degree.
I can climb that roof.
The snipers that were behind Trump on the roof were on a more slanted roof.
Yeah, they showed a picture of that shit.
Yes. So she contradicts herself in that aspect.
Now, I don't know if it's real, but somebody had like a tweet from Elon Musk where he showed the back part of the freaking White House where it was really sloped and there were snipers on it. He goes, that roof looks sloped.
Dude, she needs to lose her job. And then they were talking about manpower. Well, let me tell you something. Salty, you're in charge of the state police, Salty State Police, and then they got the Dirty Daubers Police Department. Dirty Daubers Police Department. I'm the Secret Service. I'm in charge of this detail. I need you to get people in the north end, south end of that parking lot, east and west, sitting in a patrol vehicle with cherries and blueberries on. Make sure they're armed up just in case anything comes. So, state police, Salty State Police, I need you to maintain and make sure that these buildings are clear inside and out and have
Yes.
visual observation on these rooftops. I don't have enough manpower to cover it, so I'm counting on you. Mr. Gary, Mr. Mach 1, you're going to be in communications. I'm giving you a Secret Service radio that's going to link into the Dirty Daubers Police Department and Salty State Police. So if there's anything, they'll relay it to you. You get on the horn to me so we can make this asset safe.
And that's what I don't understand. There was plenty security there because they seen the motherfucker before Trump ever even took stage. That's the part I don't understand.
Well, see, that's why I'm glad T's here, so he can help us understand.
Yeah, I mean, they knew the guy was there before he ever even came out and started speaking.
Now, and let me tell you something. Anybody with a rangefinder or a scope, and I'm the police or security, and you're at an event, hey, how you doing today? I'm Officer Hetzer with Salty State Police. I need to speak with you. Come over here for a minute. Keep your hands where I can see them. Do you have identification on you? What are you doing in the area? What is your purpose here today? Let me see what's in your hand. That type of shit. You got a fucking rangefinder, and you're looking at a rangefinder at a ex-president? Get the funk out of here.
Dude, I got a rangefinder in my damn golf bag. You know what I mean? So, and he was only 150 yards away from the president. Hell, my damn rangefinder, I can look down an entire damn par 5 with my rangefinder.
Yeah.
Salty, you don't need no rangefinder for putt-putt, you goober.
Well, I know.
Rumor had it that his parents had called in and told them what he was doing.
60 minutes prior to him actually even getting there, and that's another thing. All right, now we've got a threat. It may not be credible, well, we got a threat. He's armed with supposedly an AR-15 rifle. We need to make sure, and we need to do a roving patrol in these areas to identify the guy. Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog available, Salty Stang? If we can get a dog out there, dog's presence is a real good one.
See, here you go. Mike said this. He goes, you see the woman behind Trump and see her reaction to the shots. Did you hear just the audio? You could hear the women plainly going, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then that one woman, I mean, these guys trained to shoot so many times that it's just muscle memory to holster their gun. She couldn't even holster her gun. I was like,
I'll tell you right now, it does. Even after not having a holster a gun for as long as I have, I'm able to put my gun in the freaking holster. You know, a duty holster.
Oh yeah, pretty easy.
Well, Mustang Mike Making Mustang Great Again. He says barbecue. She was FBI at one time, or is FBI.
Lap trucks.
Yeah, some of the caliber, and you know, I've known a lot of high-speed women that are badass. I don't put a woman down because she's a woman like that. She's working in that type of environment. Because I know a lot of them that'll beat a lot of men's asses and break their heart to boot.
Oh, I get it. I'm just saying when you see that,
yes,
that's just like, okay, something's amiss here.
It does paint a picture, and especially when your asset's taller than you.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why is some 5'6" woman in front of a 6'4" guy trying to freaking cover him?
Yeah.
What was that?
That's leaving a whole exposed head.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They couldn't have gave her some fucking kiss shoes or something to make her a little bit fucking taller.
Hey, just real quick, Gary, I found some reindeer cherries today.
Ooh.
at Aldi's. I didn't realize they had them, but they did.
Those are good.
All right.
I walked in. First thing I saw when I walked in, I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting some of this."
A little something good in your life.
Yeah. Then I spent a shit ton of money on meat. So.
Reniers.
I don't know, man, but honestly, I don't know if we're ever going to find out the whole truth about all this shit.
You're not.
Because I don't think, because of who he is, I don't think they're going to let the truth come out.
They're not.
And
the thing
you know
about
what I
that,
mean?
that thing that's going to come out their mouth is he had that set up or something. Watch
Oh,
it.
they already said that.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah. and what I love is if you guys got to listen to freaking Matt Walsh, dude. He's great at fucking just bringing stuff right down to the basic level of it and making people look like fools. When they said that, they're like, "Oh," he goes, "So Trump, he had somebody shoot a gun to his head for a stunt." Sounds
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
plausible.
Yeah.
Shoot a bullet. A
And another
bullet.
thing, when you got somebody, if I'm getting shot at, the first thing I'm doing is getting off the fucking X. Is what they call it. The shooter knows that position, the distance of the shot, and everything else. I'm getting you off the X, moving for cover or concealment, whichever comes first, so I can put rounds down back at him.
I'll tell you what, though, Trump, he acted real smart. He kept his head about him because as soon as he figured out what it was, dude, he went straight down. He didn't. There wasn't no more talking or nothing. He was down.
But did you see the people around him? They're like, "Huh? What's going on?"
Yeah, there's a bunch of
They give a
dumbasses
popcorn?
like you can't hear the fucking gunshots. But did y'all hear the lady on The View? I know y'all don't watch The View, but I
No.
just happened to see the clip on YouTube. The bitch said she didn't think it was at first. She goes, people didn't think it was gunshots. They just thought it was fireworks. I said, in the middle of the fucking afternoon when they can't see them go off, you dumb bitch.
But what about the person that got killed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the firefighter who got killed and believe
The
left what?
firefighter. Yeah.
His wife, and was his 2 children behind.
I feel bad for him. Feel really bad for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for that family.
There was an EMT there off duty who ran over as soon, and when he got there, he saw brain matter on the benches, and he's like, "Yeah, he's gone."
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Trump, he'll make sure that family's taken care of, though.
Well, they already did. They've raised $6.3 million, and
Yeah.
another gentleman sent them $1 million to split
Wow.
up between the 3 families.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, it is.
You never
That
bring back
kind of
the
money
loss,
to give to people.
Yeah, you can't
Never
bring,
bring
but you
back
can't
the
bring
loss.
back the loss. But
but you can make it easier that they don't have to worry about things. They can worry
can-
about one thing and focus on one thing, and that's the grieving process and of the loss of the loved one.
Come on, Blue.
well, you got to look. Their whole life is going to change, not because of the money. I'm taking the money aspect out of it, but their
Yeah.
whole life is going to change because you got to look. Not only did they lose a husband and a father, but they lost an income that they're going to have to learn to adjust to. Because there's so much more that goes to it than just losing a father and a husband. I mean, because you got all the stuff on the backside of that falls in there that people don't ever mention.
Yeah,
Yep.
$5 million for that family.
that's what he was just saying.
There's a lot of holes in that security. I've worked national security events before,
Right.
and I've seen different levels of skill and layers of security, and that was just a shit show. Why they wouldn't have covered those roofs in that water tower, because
Yeah.
individuals if it's accessible, people will get up on there.
Especially if it's only 150 yards. So you can shoot a fucking 22 accurate at 150 yards.
And look at this too.
That's
He's got a
nothing.
guy with a rifle walking through a parking lot.
Yeah.
He didn't sleep in the rafters.
Yeah, that ain't a freaking well, they said that he now the story's coming out that he went there earlier that day and put his gun there and then left and came back later. But then there's other stories saying that people seen him walking across the parking lot with a rifle in his hand.
And a ladder.
Yeah, and a fucking ladder. Yeah, to get on the roof. A fucking 8-foot ladder or 10-foot ladder, whatever it was.
Yeah, Funky sent me a short on that. It was funny. I'm sorry.
And then in
I'm
the
like,
back of the car, he had a big box that said Acme explosives on it.
With the coyote.
Yeah, with a picture of the coyote and the roadrunner.
Wiley Coyote.
Yeah.
it's just crazy how all that went down and how it was just. I don't know, man. I mean, me personally, I keep saying that shit was all a setup, man. I can't do anything else but think that it was all a setup. Because there was
mess.
It was just, it's just the security and the Secret Service, they just seem to not give a shit. And that's why I keep saying that. To me, it's just sounding more and more like a damn setup.
It was just piss poor planning and working. The sniper team that usually gets there days in advance to set up got there like a day earlier, so they didn't have much time to assess
before
where shots could come from, what were advantage points and disadvantage points.
Yeah, but for an area like that, they should have been pretty quick about it. It shouldn't have taken that long to go out.
Did the Secret Service hold the ladder for him?
But my thing of it is, T, since you know about this kind of stuff, what if they've already got these damn rallies planned, say 2, 3, 5, 4, 6 months ahead of time where they're going to be? Wouldn't they already have a map of that fucking area so they would know where to place all their people?
Even a month out or something like that, even up to 2 weeks.
Nice.
They're going to be in there putting a team in there to scout it. It might not be a detailed Secret Service team. It's going to be somebody that works for them that goes in there and plans it. They've got individuals within the Secret Service, and that's what they do.
And I will say a map helps for doing planning for sniper positions, but being eyes on the ground is the only way to really do it. To look at everything, to see what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Maps help because they let you know major locations of buildings and stuff, but
yep,
you have to see it from the actual vantage point.
And here's another thing: with the use of drone technology today, you could have had 4 people with 4 drones covering such a wide, vast area to make sure that there wasn't no nefarious intent or activity going on. And if there was, you could put people over there to respond.
Especially with the cameras that are on the drones these days, man. They can zoom in on a fucking booger in the guy's fucking nose if they want to.
Man. It's like 4K, man.
Yeah. I mean, how the hell? I don't get it, man. I just, the more and more you think about it, the more and more you hear people talk, and more and more you watch the news, I'm like, dude, it just screams fucking setup from the word go, man. I don't understand it.
Well, Salty, I told you, I know you identify as a short peckered round man. I
don't identify as one. I am one.
I identify as a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns are I told you so.
Yeah.
Did you see what Bama 5-0 said?
I didn't see what Bama said.
Yeah, they said she was speaking somewhere, and they didn't have enough manpower to.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, but is it?
He was nearby.
Yeah, but is it?
Pittsburgh.
But don't Trump have an entire Secret Service team that is strictly assigned to him, goes wherever the fuck he goes?
It's not a very big team.
Well, I don't know how many people that consist of or whatever.
They'll pull assets to get to her first.
She's a bitch anyway.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this fact that she decided, it's never happened in the history of first ladies. She decided that she needs a song to come out to. So the band made this song for her. And they're all really confused on why they had to do it.
Hey, Salty, you know what a good song with her for be?
What's that?
We could do a little Motorhead. Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
I think it's more like dun, 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 dun.
I don't understand it, man. I mean, it's just
Or Metallica, Harvester of Sorrow. Seem to be on to me. Yes, sir.
I seen that funky. What do you mean?
Seen that funky music.
Play that funky music, fat boy.
Mike's
Sorry,
garage is a
sorry
crazy
about some of
train.
y'all. Some of y'all in here are too young for that shit.
What?
Play that funky music, white boy.
I don't think I ever heard that song.
Music, dude.
I didn't say you. I just some of these people in here are too young for that shit. I didn't say you.
Who sang that? Who sang that song?
Isn't that Earth, Wind, and Fire or something?
No.
Yeah, so it ain't Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's what I thought it was.
Earth, Wind, and Fire? Was it?
That's what I thought it was.
Boom, 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 boom.
I could be wrong, but I've always thought that.
Play that funky music, white boy.
Hey, that was a badass tune back in the day.
Mustang,
Wild Cherry.
Wow.
That's who sing it, Wild Cherry?
That's what it says.
Play that funky, drive that funky Mustang right.
I only had a Wild Cherry one time. Spent 23 years paying child support for that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
You sound like that Jerry Lee song. She got the gold.
I wish that motherfucker would have been a sour grape.
Shaft. I won't be carrying a billfold no more, Judge, because I'll be carrying food stamps. You think that was funny?
Yeah, they look like Monopoly money.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I thought it was KC and the Sunshine Band.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute for a minute, guys.
I thought it was too.
I'm just old.
You're not old.
Man, I got my Ninja food processor, Whopper Chopper, Blender Extreme. That motherfucker straight up mean. I just made me a badass drink, kicking back on the funky live stream.
Damn it, I should have went to freaking Milan. They got freaking Night of Fire tonight.
Really?
Yep, and then NMRA tomorrow.
Yeah.
This weekend, my old track is the Northwest Nationals, so I'd like to be there, but I'm not. It's too damn far away.
Yeah. Boss man's that eat the. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Boss man's that eat all the pizza nationals.
Eat all the pizza nationals?
Yes, sir. Man, I threw some blueberries in with some vodka with some lemonade. Made me a badass drink. Getting my antitoxins and drunk. So Funky, what's going on next with the Stang? I see you got that interior's looking really good, man. You did a great job on that rear deck thing.
Thanks.
That looks good as hell. I was like, go ahead, Funky.
Yeah, I got to finish the lights on the headliner.
That's the only way to go. Duct tape.
Before I do anything else. Yeah, I'm avoiding it.
I have to say, Funky does have one of the best DIY channels.
He does.
He really does, because he takes his time, he explains it, he shows it, and he does it.
Yep. Now, if he was to wear a half shirt or maybe like a mesh shirt, he'd probably get a bigger audience.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, but I'm just a moron with a camera.
Pinks, how's your car? How did it run today with that stuff that you did with the fuel line? Hello, Pinks. Are you there? Over. Pink's garage. Over.
Roger.
Roger. Over under. Oh man.
Shirley, you can't be serious.
Shirley, don't call me Shirley. Hey, so tell me, Timmy, you like when Scraps the boy dog jumps up on your leg?
Can I have the third time bomb on the left, please?
T, I think he said he didn't get his fuel line. Said that Holly called him back. Said they didn't have it.
What the hell?
Yeah, or emailed him back and said something about they didn't have the fuel line or something.
Damn.
Houston, we
I
have
think-
a situation.
This was what he just said earlier in the stream when he first jumped on.
Who?
Pinks said that Holly emailed him back, said something about they didn't have a fuel line or part or something like
He
that.
did-
I'm just assuming
he
it was a
did
fuel
say
line.
something like that.
No, I walked away, guys. Tried to get my dog in.
And I'm just taking my dog out.
Yeah, well, my dog's been out there for like about an hour and a half now.
Well, say I don't have a fenced-in yard. I have to get out here and walk around
My
the
dog's
leash.
laying in front of the fan, which is blowing air in from outside.
It's cool in here today.
Yeah, when she farts, she blows it right in your face, right?
She don't fart anymore. Very rare.
I bet your nose is happy about that.
Yeah.
Because I remember a few times on a live stream, we'll be sitting here talking, all of a sudden, we're like, oh, she just farted.
Yeah, that's
Was
what
she taking some medication or something that was making her fart?
yeah, she was heavy into steroids at that point. And it was just she was constantly freaking viciously hungry, and she was just gassy, man.
I got her in with the promise of carrots.
She's gassy.
Now my dog's
I've
eating.
tried, Pinks, I've tried them little mini pill carrot things for my dog. My dog cannot stand those damn things. I don't know what it is.
Love them.
My brother's dog does too, but my dog, she's like, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't no carrot.
It screws up their stomach if I give them a lot, so they only get a couple.
Well, Salty, you got to stop playing hide it with them and just give it to them.
Yeah, damn, brother. Nah, but most dogs, they like the little mini pill carrots and stuff, but she don't
The thing
don't care
about
for them.
though, T is that he's not playing because he really is hidden because he can't find it.
Yeah, dude.
That's like he
My-
plays hide the biscuit with her.
Yeah, it's like when I go take a piss, dude, I got to poke myself in the ass, get the head pop out, and I got to grab it real quick.
That's some shit right there. Hey, Funky, guess what I got? I won the auction, but I got another barrel set coming from my little Bond Arms Derringer. I got 357-38 barrel, but I got all the other parts, the internals, and the grips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to polish up those internals, and I'm going to put them in my gun, make it smooth as butter.
So how many parts you need to have to actually build another gun?
I'd need a receiver for it, but that little Bond Arms Derringer, if you look them up, Salty, they're really cool. It's a heavy ass Derringer. If you run out, if you only got 2 shots, it's a get off me gun. And
Yeah.
if you miss with that damn thing, you can just beat them with it because the freaking thing is hit like 1.5 pounds.
Did you hear about Hickok 45?
No, what happened?
Yeah, they're gonna start taking his shit down one piece by piece because they changed the YouTube changed the
Yeah.
again.
Go figure.
Hickok 45, what is that? Is that a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's one
yeah.
of the biggest YouTube
I
channels.
thought he came out with a second video that said that they'd square some stuff away.
All I know is that this video that I watched earlier said that since July 18th,
Yeah, I
they
watched
take
that
some
one.
of his videos down.
He's got a new one that came out since then, I believe.
Is he a gun channel or something like that?
Yeah.
Gun
Yeah.
and firearm channel or something like that?
He's probably
Okay.
one of the biggest firearm
Come on,
channels
come
on the platform.
And he tells you straight. He don't sugarcoat it. You know what I mean?
He's got 1 million plus followers.
He's huge.
0.1 million.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
How many damn followers, Gary?
Hang on a second. 2.1 million views. He has 7.77 million subscribers.
Yeah,
Holy shit, he's got a big ass channel. Damn,
Yeah,
he's
he-
making some.
pretty big.
He's making some jack, dude.
Okay, here. So I see this right here. He says some good news.
Yeah,
Some good news.
I haven't watched that one, so
Yeah. So I have to watch it.
Hell, that many subs, that dude's getting paid like a motherfucker from
That's
Google.
a fucked
Holy
up
shit.
deal, though. Excuse my language. Because if you can go on there like these other people have been on YouTube and TikTok and everything, All he had was one job and he missed. What the funk? Blah, 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 blah. Talking about killing people and killing an ex-president and such, or ridiculing that.
Well, yeah,
And
because they don't have any guns, so they're allowed to do that. It's free speech and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
TikTok is real bad about that shit, man. That shit
But
is
the thing
poison.
about with TikTok, though, man, that guy right there, if you're looking for any type of a gun or something, you can go to his channel, you can find it. He talks about it, he's honest about it, he shoots it, what kind of ammo he's shooting through it. And it's a great channel. It really is.
It is a very good channel. It's very educational. It's very, like, I don't know what you'd say. Like, it's a user guide. It's like a buyer's guide.
Right. If you're looking for something, go to his channel.
Yeah.
It's a really good resource.
Yeah.
And the problem is, if they start taking down some of his videos, we're going to lose that.
Yeah, you're going to start losing other people's videos.
Yeah, because Demolition Ranch put out a video about it too.
Yeah, wasn't that shooter, the Trump shooter, wasn't he wearing a Demolition Ranch shirt?
Yeah, he was.
Correct. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He put a video out about that too. He's like, you know what? That's not what we promote here, and they don't.
But you got to look at it this way: if a shooter wears Nike freaking tennis shoes, does Nike get banged?
No,
Right.
they'll bag on Demolition Ranch because he was wearing their T-shirt. So
Yeah, but I see pictures where that dude, they said he was a cross-dresser, man. I don't know if it's true or not.
I bet you the truth be told, though. I bet his damn merch sales went through the goddamn roof. Excuse my French, I didn't mean to say that. But I bet his merch sales went through the roof.
I hope so.
I guarantee it did. Anything like that, even though it's a bad thing that happened, people eat that shit up, man.
Demo Ranch merch sales were already doing pretty damn good as it was. So, yeah, I mean, he owns Bunker Branding. That is Demolition Ranch.
I don't know what Bunker Branding is. Never heard of it.
It's a very large store online.
Yeah.
What do they sell?
T-shirts, hats, sunglasses.
Oh, so basically he's got a merch. He's got a merch.
He owns Bunker Branding, and other people use Bunker Branding to sell their stuff.
I'll tell you somebody whose damn merch business is going good, and that's damn Cletus. Holy shit, his damn merch business is going
Here's the
through the roof.
thing: is Cletus doesn't make his merch; he buys it. Bunker Branding makes their own.
Yeah, damn, Cletus is doing good though. He's got vice grip garages, all of his merch now, and all that kind of shit.
He's got a bunch of people through him.
So what's going on right now is with his channel is that some of the gun makers have reached out to him and YouTube, and so they're in talks right now trying to get things straightened out. But from what I just heard, though, most of his videos from July 18th till now, they're not going to be able to put back up as of right now.
Come on.
It's kind of BS because they're also going to start taking down the older videos that break the rules that they just started, and you can no longer have advertisements from any gun or gun accessory manufacturer.
Gary, if you don't mind me asking, what is the reason? What is the reasoning behind all of them taking down his videos and stuff? What's the reasoning behind all that?
Because YouTube decided to change their rules and stuff. That's why. YouTube does this shit all the time.
It's like this. They're all liberals and they don't like guns.
Right.
But what they don't realize is the reason why nobody invades this country is because
the citizens have guns.
It's so stupid.
That's why there's no other country out there brave enough to try to do that to us. Because we got more firearms than the fucking military has.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Oh, pretty much. That's a guarantee, dude. Military don't have as many firearms as American citizens.
That is what pretty much means. But firepower wise, the government's got.
Oh yeah. Now the firepower. And the military is gonna,
blow us away.
No pun intended, but they're gonna trump us every time.
Yeah.
But as far as just the sheer numbers of firearms, oh hell no, American citizens got way more guns than the military's got, and we got way more. We got way more people. More people to shoot the damn things.
It's like the joke that Biden said, and he thought it was hilarious at an anti-gun rally. He's like, "Oh, bring it on." They don't have F-22s. I'm like, "Yeah, we should. If the government can have it, we should have it." We should be.
You know, and that's the one plane that they should have never stopped making. Is the fucking F-22. It's still the top dog on this planet. Still the best fucking plane in the world, and it's the oldest plane, and it's still the damn best plane.
I didn't know they quit making them.
Yeah, they quit making damn F-22s a long time ago.
No, they're making the new variant.
They're making parts for the ones that we already have, but no, they took them out of damn. They quit making F-22s a long time ago because they cost too damn much money for the military to buy. My brother told me all about that. He's in the Air Force.
Well, do you think that the price that they say those cost are what they actually pay?
According to what my brother said, the price that they say they cost is what the military actually has to pay for that plane.
Okay, this is what happens. They say that plane is $50 million. They probably buy it from them for maybe 10. The rest goes into a freaking budget that nobody knows about.
Oh yeah, well of course. You know how that shit works. But they say the F-35 was supposed to replace the F-22. Well, I'm sorry, the F-35 is not as fucking good as the F-22. Period. It's not as good. Even though, don't get me wrong, the F-35 is a badass plane. It's just not at the level the F-22 is. The F-22 is the king shit, dude. That's the king daddy shit.
They weren't really. It wasn't really designed as a replacement. It was designed as a upper combat that was beyond what the F-22 could do.
But it's never reached that because it can't go beyond. Now, yeah, sure, the F-22 was never designed to land and take off from a damn carrier at vertical positions. No, it wasn't designed to do that.
Carriers were.
Yeah.
But I mean, the F-35, but that's a cool feature that plane has, though. I think it's awesome that it can do that.
F-35 doesn't do vertical takeoff.
Dude, they can take off and land just like a fucking helicopter. Girl, would you quit? Trust me, you don't want none of that cat. That cat will kick your ass. Come here, quit. Little motherfucker. Sorry about that, guys.
I got a cat over here playing with my dog right now. No, 35 is a conventional takeoff. It's a short takeoff. It can perform short takeoffs and vertical landings, but it can't take off vertically.
Okay, well, I had one part of it wrong then. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think it was a VTOL. It's a STOVL.
But it's cool that it can land that way, though. You know, but the F-22 was never designed to do that.
Okay, and it's only the F-35B that can do the STOVL.
F-35 is. Well, I ain't technical on the B, C, D, F, and all that shit. I'm just saying the F-35.
I'm reading on to find out because I didn't know. I was curious. I don't see the F-35 much because they don't fly them much. That's one of the problems.
It's a badass carrier-based plane, though. I mean, it's awesome for what it can do.
What is up with you, Cat?
Oh no, y'all just heard my demon out there. It sounded like she's damn cruel as hell.
Oh, my cat's just being weird.
This is
my
cat.
My cat and my husky are kind of playing with each other right now.
What makes so bad is my dog's such a sissy though. If that cat would have turned and came toward my dog, all you guys would have heard. Just run behind my legs. Scared to death.
I swear I've seen this movie before that's playing on my TV right now. Maybe I just saw a preview for it. But it's on the movie hub on Samsung TV, so I'm not really paying attention to it. It's volume's turned down.
Yeah, my brother tells me all the time, say, look here, there's no other countries out there that wants anything to do with the F-22.
That F-35B is a bad biatch.
Yeah,
oh yeah, no, I will agree. The F-35, that platform in general is a badass plane. It really is. And I'm glad we got it. The only thing, the part I hate about it is we share that technology with other countries. That's the thing about the F-22. Nobody's got that but us. That's period. Nobody's got that technology.
We weren't sharing the F-35 either.
So what now?
I didn't think we were sharing the F-35 either.
Yeah, we're sharing that motherfucker with England, Japan.
Okay, so our true allies.
Yeah, but we don't share the F-22 with nobody. Period.
We don't.
Nobody.
But the F-22 is what, a 4th gen?
I just know it's the oldest stealth fighter that we have, and it's still the King Daddy, still the number one.
As far as stealth goes, but everybody I've talked to, they love the F-15 Eagle.
Oh well, God, dude, that's just like
F-15 is one of my favorite planes.
That's like the staple of the United
Hornet.
States.
I love a Hornet too.
Yeah.
Well, you got the F-16. What is it? F-16? Is it the F-16 Tomcat? I'm thinking about
Falcon.
The Falcon, the Hornet,
That's
the Eagle. They're all badass fucking planes.
Hell yeah. That was the first plane my brother started working on when he joined the Air Force back in '80. No, he joined in '79. But then when he came out of basic training, they shipped him to Holland. He had to stay there for 2 years, and he said, "My plane was the F-15. That's what I worked on every day."
I'll tell you right now, that's the one thing nice about the Air Force is they had bases in Lake Holland.
Yeah.
I don't think they do anymore.
You know the plane I always like?
What's that?
I don't know why. The A-10.
I love that.
The Warhawk? The Warhawk?
Okay.
Yeah, people love that plane.
I have an affinity for a Warthog. I love those planes. They have saved my life numerous times, actually. The A-10 is a badass aircraft.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you what, that damn machine gun they got on the front of them ain't no fucking joke either.
First time I had one fire overhead of us in training, just in training. It was live fire, though. They scared me. They did. But when one came and saved us one time, they didn't scare me. They are so badass, and it's oh god, I get chills thinking about it. Just it was life saving. You know, those are but one of my all time favorite non-fighter jets though is the SR-71. Always been a favorite of mine. Right. Love that thing.
Well, I mean that was.
How many people have even heard that? Sorry, Salty, to cut you off, but
no, go ahead, sir.
A reporting of an SR-71 pilot talking about ground speed. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is funny.
If y'all Google that later on, SR-71 ground speed, it is crazy. It's so funny.
Good audio recording.
Mm-hmm. Aren't they in the midst of making a new SR-71, but it's not going to be the 71. It's going to be like the S-72 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I did hear something about that.
That's what I thought. I thought I heard something about it. My brother, he won't tell me a damn thing about it. I asked him, and he said, "Can't talk about it." And that's all I know. I can't talk about it.
Where's Sublizzy this evening? Is he out playing?
He was on here. He was on here earlier.
He's at the track.
At the track.
Yeah, he was in the chat earlier.
Well, he was supposed to be racing sleds, so
yeah, he don't have time for us anymore.
He was on my stream last night. That was late too.
Yes, it was. I didn't even get the notification that you went live, man. I just happened to come out of the damn game that I was playing, and all of a sudden I clicked on YouTube, and there you were. I was like, well, fuck, he's live. If I'd have known this shit, I'd have left the game a lot sooner than that.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gary, now that we're talking about games, I went out today and bought the brand new expansion of World of Warcraft. I'm going to go back and start playing it again.
Which one?
Oh, God, I had to go in there, look on my computer, and find the name of it.
It's not even out yet? Or
just I think it's called the Forsaken something or some shit like that. Whatever the name of it is.
Dragonflight's about to come out or something.
And the U2 plane, he says.
The U2 plane?
Oh, U2.
They had Fox body chase cars for that.
For what?
The U2.
What are you talking about, U2 plane? You lost me on that.
Because making Mustangs great again said it.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat.
Yeah, that's what he said, and I was just saying, yeah. I said they had Fox body chase cars for the U2s.
Oh.
See, that's what made the SR-71 so good, though. It could fly at such a high altitude, and it was so fast it couldn't be picked up on people's radar.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, look up. There's a Russian intercept of one.
There was a what now?
Russia intercepted one time.
SR-71?
I believe it was a 71.
I thought it was a U-2.
Was it a U-2? They chased it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, they got the pilot.
Cool.
The SR-71, from what I understand, has never been like taken down, other than by pilot error. But the SR-71 was originally designed as a fighter plane, but it was too fast for the bullet.
Well, my thing is, it was too goddamn big. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that word again. It's too damn big to be a fighter plane. The damn plane is actually big as hell.
Oh, I know. There's one sitting in Huntsville.
Yeah,
it's just a body.
I've
actually been on it before.
I lived in Fort Lauderdale. They had the Air, Land, Air, and Sea show there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm sure those pilots were digging it because they got airspace clearance from the beach there, to do their practice runs and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were flying, near downtown and by where my school was. So we couldn't even have school. We were looking out the freaking windows watching these guys freaking fly around.
What kind of plane is it?
And then I went to work later on that day when the show was on, and I actually got to see the stealth fighter flying overhead. And I'm like, God, that thing is so alien looking, man. When you see
it looks like a damn boomerang.
Yeah, it's like a fucking spaceship flying by.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think that plane got really. I don't think they gave that plane enough a chance.
Are you guys talking about the SR-71s?
No, me and Fucker, we're talking about the stealth fighter. I don't think they gave that plane enough a chance, or they just finally figured out once they got it the fighter plane, stealth fighter. I don't think they gave that plane enough chance. Now, I'm not in the Air Force. I'm not in the know or none of that shit. That plane it was here and then it was gone. You know what I mean? It's just like it wasn't around very long.
Still have the stealth bombers though, which basically
the bombers are badass, but I'm talking about the fighter.
The fighter plane did not work up to expectation, and so they continued on with the bomber program. Because
they're still using those bombers. What are you talking about? Shit.
Continue on means.
Yeah, them damn bombers are still in rotation.
And they're still cool as hell to see when they fly by.
Hell yeah, dude! When I go down here to Warner Robins Air Force Base, go down here to the air show. They usually have one or two of them that flies and lands down there at the Air Force Base and stuff during the air show.
Yeah,
them damn things are cool looking as hell.
Those things are really cool to watch. And when I first saw one, the first time I ever saw one in real life, it was just an amazing sight. It's like, wow, what the hell is that?
Yeah. And when it comes over, the damn plane's a lot bigger than you think it is. Man, that damn plane's big as hell.
Thing flying.
Yeah. My buddy, who I met out in when I was out in Little Rock, he's becoming a load master, but he was a boom operator for mid-air refueling, air refueling. And he showed me a bunch of videos one night when we were having a couple beers, and he showed me refueling a B-2. It was badass. This thing just comes up and in. It's like, I'm like, whoa, dude, that is crazy.
Well, I know at Willow Run Airport over by us, they had one of those China stealth fighters there from China. Really? And they had that thing, they had it sitting out there for a couple of years.
From China?
Yeah, here he goes. He says, who knows the shit they have that we don't even know about? I'm telling you.
You're 100% correct on that, man.
It's like that Tic Tac. You remember the Tic Tac video of the flying saucer or whatever?
Right.
Screwing with the pilots. I bet you that's something that's ours. And they're out there screwing with the pilots. Hey, let's go out there and fuck with these Navy pilots with our fucking badass futuristic shit. Yeah,
there's no telling what we actually have that, like you said, the American public don't know anything about.
Reverse engineering from Roswell.
Hey, I'm talking on my iPhone, and my dad says when I was in the Air Force, we was using those back then.
Wow.
Using what?
My cell phone.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I'm sure they was using handheld devices back then.
Oh, they had cell phones back then. You talk to most of those guys that was in the military back then, they had regular cell phones, dude. Shit that we're using today, they had back the military used.
Damn.
Where the internet came from.
No. The internet was
Al
there
Gore.
before everything else.
I was gonna say Al Gore is the one that gave us the internet.
Yeah. It was 1966 is when the internet first started.
That's when we talked about that before, right, Pinks?
Yeah. So internet was started as a DoD project and as a project for libraries, and so the project was a dual thing. It was for the DoD for one, and the other was for libraries and colleges to be able to communicate with each other for transfer of knowledge, basically. But the main push on it was the DoD, and so it was a very private internet for a very long time. Nobody got it until much later.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Honestly, I didn't know about the damn internet until like late 90s, Windows 98. That's when I found out about the internet.
I had dial-up way before that. I was on dial-up and fucking before.
Yeah, I had it in 92 or 93.
Oh, when did
Dial-up internet in 92?
Yeah.
Damn, was it out back then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember my first dial-up was on a Radio Shack, and I had the
AOL.
No, mine
What
was
fucking
Cradle dial-up.
Hell, wasn't we in 92? Wasn't we still running fucking DOS computers in 92?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was running on BBC.
No, we had
the internet
we had
wasn't quite
Macs.
the same. I mean, you could go to different things, but I'd dial into a BBC, and from there I could branch out to other things.
Like I said, I didn't even know nothing about the internet, to just be straight up honest, till like late 90s, 97, 98 or some shit like that.
I got my first computer in like 93.
When did I get mine? It was sometime in the mid 80s.
I remember my father having a Commodore 64.
I was just going to say
The
that.
Commodore 128.
I didn't have the Commodore. We had those at school along with our Apple IIes.
Three things.
Dude, I didn't get my first computer till 97, 98. That was when I got my first one.
Yeah, but you was only what, 10?
Oh, hell no.
I built my first computer in the first actual computer I built was in the 80s, but it was more of a calculator, but it's still a computer. The first one I built that was an actual desktop was in like 91 in Hawaii. When I was stationed there, I bought all the parts and built my own.
Dude, I was a trucker on the road. I didn't have time to play on fucking computers back then.
I did. I was in the Army.
Oh shit! I was a trucker on the road, dude. Couldn't do anything but sit behind the wheel and crisscross this damn country trying to make money and live.
I remember AOL, dude. It would piss me off so bad because it took so long to connect.
Oh yeah, I hated AOL. I absolutely hated that shit.
And
then AT&T come out. Oh yeah, because hell, I don't even think we got call waiting at my home until like the late 80s, early 90s when that shit came out, or at least that's when we got it anyway. But it was impossible to use a phone around my house. Dude, I had 3 sisters and a mom. You could fucking forget about using a phone.
Those wonderful sisters you have there, Salty, they were probably talking to some really nice gentlemen.
We had
I don't know about all that. But hell, late 80s, early 90s, shit, I wasn't at home any damn way, dude. I was out chasing damn 2-legged deer, man.
Dude, I'm telling you what. They had this like a pipeline, they called it. It was like you called the dial like an area code, and all of a sudden it would say it'd have a recording. Then in between the recordings, you could get girls' telephone numbers and talk to them. We'd talk to them all night long.
Dude, I mean, when can you remember when you got your very first beeper?
Oh,
let's see. Beeper. Had that in the Army too.
I got my very first beeper in 86, 87, I think it was.
Mine was like 95.
Yeah. I was like in 86, 87. But the thing about it is that my son, I went over there to one of his friends' house to pick him up. So I went to the door to get him at the door. And they seen that I had a pager. Swear to God, they wouldn't let their son hang around with my son anymore because they thought I was a drug dealer.
No shit.
I got my first
beeper
with my Impala.
But
what was that, T?
I had to go over there and I had to explain to them, listen, my family owns a junkyard, and that's why I have a pager. It ain't got nothing to do with drugs.
Damn, that's
Hey,
crazy. You wouldn't let your son hang out with him.
You should have said it's got nothing to do with drugs unless you want a little bit of crack,
You're right.
and then turn around and moon them.
Yes, I'll tell you.
y'all looking as you pulled up in your 6'4" Impala on Dayton's and a gold chain hanging around your neck.
No.
Damn, we were just talking about Dayton's earlier, but they were people had them on a damn Fox body.
I remember that I did get my first pager when I was in high school. And it was for the fire department. That's the only reason I had one.
Oh, my!
I didn't own it. I didn't pay for it. It was a fire department pager, so we were volunteer firemen.
Yeah.
And if it went off, I went to the firehouse. It wasn't a pager in the way that if it went off, you make a phone call. It was a pager. If it went off, you drove to the firehouse.
And I tell you, the most aggravating thing I ever owned though is when I had my big truck. I had the bag phone. That was the biggest piece of shit. you couldn't talk to nobody on that bag phone.
I had that bag phone. When I first got that bag phone, I got $1,000 phone bill. I was on it.
Yeah, same here, dude. I got a big ass phone bill too.
I was on that phone, man, nonstop.
Problem is though, you were disconnected more than you were able to talk on the phone, especially in my case, driving down the road in a truck.
Well, in Detroit, we had good connection back then.
Hey, you guys remember calling somebody up and go, "Oh, minute's up. Call me back."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How many times did y'all pick up the phone and prank call people? Call people and say, "Hey, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it."
Man,
cell phones cost you whether you called out or they called in. Minutes were minutes. They didn't care.
Oh yeah. I remember that too.
freaking phone cards, man. When I was in
Oh yeah.
they were everywhere.
Yep.
Hell, they're still buying them today. What are we talking about? Every time I go to a gas station, there's Mexicans in there. They're all buying phone cards just so they can call Mexico. I'm not lying, dude. They're still buying them till this day. I still see it all the time.
What do you want?
And then all the dope heads are coming right behind them, and the Bama will know about this.
So,
They're looking up on the wall of wraps, and they're like, "Yeah, give me that blueberry, give me that strawberry, and that watermelon." And boy, they buying all kind of damn wraps over there hanging on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Little cigar wraps.
I just switched over to Spectrum on my phone.
On your cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll like it.
So my
You'll like it better.
From $180 a month down to $30 for the first 12 months.
There you go. Now, did you get the unlimited plan, which is $45?
No, I went for the 30. Did you not just hear the 30?
I heard the 30, but is it going to go up after that to the $45 unlimited plan?
No.
After the promotion and all that shit goes away?
No. For the first, it's the $30 plan, but I got 2 phones for the price of 1 for the first year.
Well, there you go.
And
you like Spectrum service.
Why do I need the unlimited plan when I use Wi-Fi most of the time?
I just get the unlimited plan because it's only freaking $15 more. It's only $45.
So
only
when the year ends, it'll go from $30 to $60. But that's still way better than $180.
I 100% agree with that.
Well, see, I want to talk because my one phone that I use is a 13. So I wanted to upgrade it because of the camera to the 15. So when I called down there, the guy says, "Man, just wait till September and get to 16. It's a much better phone."
Well, there you go. See, I don't know about all them numbers. Y'all talking about iPhone. I don't know nothing about iPhone.
And the 15 has a USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the 16 gonna have now? Is it gonna have a USB-C also?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I think Europe came down on Apple and said, "Yo, you got to make these things. You got to make them the same, man. Enough's enough."
Yeah. Hey, Frankie, I'm down here in Panama City where the sand is wide and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you going to the beach tomorrow?
I went to the beach yesterday.
Oh, did you? Well, well, you drinking tonight, so I just wonder how long it's gonna take you to get to the beach tomorrow.
Shit, it's only 10 minutes away, fool.
Yeah, but according to how much you drink, it might take you an hour and a half to get your ass out of bed.
Hey, you heard him, fool.
I'll be riding my bicycle down there. Squeak, 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 squeak. Oh, shit. Here come T. Hide your shit.
Funky, the USB-C cable, is that the same that's like on my iPad, the smaller terminals?
No, I don't know. They always had them lightning plugs.
Yes.
It's the one that I have on my phone.
Yeah,
On that Samsung.
USB-C is what you got like on your GoPro, your DJI.
Okay, yeah, that's the same thing that's on my iPad.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
oval.
which way you stick it in there, like a USB-A,
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Salty always trying to stick it in the wrong hole.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know that was the wrong hole.
Making Mustangs great again says I used to run gamer servers for Quick 3 arena area.
Oh, Quake 3. I
Yeah.
played that a couple of times. That was
Oh, wow.
Pen Life
that game was just too fast
Sorry.
paced for me. My damn hand-eye coordination was not good enough for that game.
Yeah, if you would
KOA
and
clan,
I finished reading that.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Clan campers, KOA like the campground KOA.
Yeah.
I'm telling you straight up, man. If you never played Quake, any versions of the Quake, dude, that shit is fast paced
volume,
as shit,
or is he
dude.
having problems?
What?
Oh,
What up?
there he
What up,
is.
Sublime?
He's not having a volume issue.
No, I'm not at home.
What up, Sublime?
No, what's up, guys?
No,
What
now
is
he
it,
just
Blair?
now he just got connection problems.
Why? You can't hear me?
'Cause you started sounding like a Japanese at first.
So you
No, I fucking just I mumbled my words because I'm fucking pissed. That's why.
why are you pissed?
Nah, man.
Just I'm sick.
Told you he was having connection. Told you he was having
3-4
connection
rounds of practice.
problems.
And I had respectable reaction times during my practice, and then I get into eliminations and just fucking dump another fucking red light by -0.022.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Red lights. I hate those. When you beat
Dude,
yourself-
I'm lucky I don't have. I'm lucky I still don't have it because I was ready to throw.
Yeah, you're okay. You be all right, dude. It happens.
Yeah, all right.
T, did you ever
I
go
just
get your
went and
bike
made
and
a,
bring it down to Florida?
Excuse me?
Who?
Repeat that?
He?
I was asking T, did he ever go get his motorcycle and bring it down to Florida?
My motorcycle, I rode that thing from Maryland back to Texas, boy.
Well, I know that, but did you finally ride it from Texas to fucking Panama City?
But hang on a second, Salty. Let Sublime finish what he's saying, dude, before you
No,
jump
no,
off.
Oh, I'm fine, dude.
okay,
I'm fine.
Sorry. I'm
No.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought he was
It's all
done. I
good.
apologize. I thought he was
It's
done.
all
I'm
good,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all
I
good.
just thought he was done. I apologize.
No, it's all good, man.
What's up,
What the
down
fuck
here,
are
buddy?
you saying, Sublime?
Yeah.
Nothing. I was just saying that I made a test pass that I ran at 10:45 at. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I ran the quarter out.
Nice.
So what do y'all race mostly? Y'all race eighth or quarter?
Eighth. It used to be quarter, but then they changed it to eighth last year or the year before. I liked quarter much better.
Safety reasons? Is that what they're
No, fucking people bitching about wear and tear on their sleds.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm driving one of the
drag
oldest fucking sleds here.
It's called drag racing, man. I mean, goddamn, there's gonna be wear and tear on every part.
Oh, and on top of that, freaking our first 2 or 3 rounds got massively delayed. Why? Because there's fucking donks here fucking running, and one of them broke his back window, put glass all over both lanes of the track. Another one freaking crashed his right fender into the wall. These guys are all running on 22s and 24s. Fucking just, oh.
You
So,
said, I think you said dogs at first. You said donk. And yeah.
Donks.
Should not be on the fucking track.
Yeah.
Frank Think Three Stings wants to know where you're at now.
I am
Huh?
in Panama City, Florida, Frank Three Stangs, where the sand is wide and the girls are pretty. I gotta be careful down here, man. I got a bunch of these air women looking at me like I'm a piece of steak or something.
Dude, you
You're
like
gonna
they want to make a sandwich.
You're gonna be paying child support more than from just one woman. You don't watch it.
My girl from the hotel that I stayed at when I was out in Little Rock, she hit me up the other night. Hey, baby, how you been? I miss your face, sweetheart. Like, oh,
I miss my chair,
it's
which I'm
hard
talking
damn
about your
work.
face.
It's hard damn work being ugly.
Trust me, I know.
know, right?
I live it every day. I know.
Yeah, down
That's
here.
Salty's got to hide from the mirror, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about ugly, yeah, I live that shit every day.
Well, Salty's so ugly, he's got to put a pillow over his head so sleep will sneak up on him.
There you go.
Oh, here comes a SM95, or no, a New Edge. A New Edge donk. New Edge donk with a freaking wing. Oh my god, dude. There's a Fox body here too. Thankfully, he's not a donk.
Yes, sir. Downhill, you do. Your Hermanos, your
Why
brother,
do they
brother.
let certain people or certain cars drive down that track?
Hey, man.
Because they're having an event. They're having an event here tomorrow. They're here for practice.
Hey, them damn donks, man. That's a big thing right now.
It is.
And it don't help that you got a big name like damn Murder Nova pushing that shit because he's all into that crap.
One of them's got a parachute here, so you know he's got to be fast.
A donk.
And that was one just like Sean Murder Nova's, same car, but not a convertible.
I was watching YouTube the other night, man, and it, damn over at shit, what is it? Goddamn, what's the name of that damn track in Darlington? The drag strip over there. They had a donk event. Damn, them dudes were betting huge money, man. That one race was like $16,000. I was like, holy
That's all
shit.
drug dealer money.
Oh yeah, of course that is. Yeah. But still, though, that's a lot of damn money to be throwing out there. But I mean, if that's their thing.
Hey, I got to go help my buddy. He's still in the gamblers race, so I just want to pop in for a little bit. If you guys are on when I leave, I'll hop back on.
Oh, that'd
okay,
be
buddy.
Wonderful, Saban. Thank you.
Bye.
Have fun, buddy.
Girl, bye.
Later.
Felicia. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Donk shit.
Felicia.
Bad bread.
Felicia.
Later, guys.
Yes, sir.
That's white guy doing a donk.
He said donk of shit.
Shit, donk.
I know people love taking them damn Monte Carlos and putting them damn big ass wheels on it, making them into donks.
I seen some of that shit
donks
in Little Rock.
Yeah, those guys that had old Fellas up here, dude, with those big 22s on it. He ran freaking like 950s with that car.
Shit, Murder Nova's got that big old lead sled of his fucking almost into 8.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's a big old damn car. I mean, that motherfucker's like the damn front seat and the back seat could hold like fucking 10 people each.
Downhill, I hear you. Your 28s are different than theirs.
That dude's got a lot of money in that shit. Did y'all see his car at the PRI show? Dude, he's got so much money in that damn donkey. And it's convertible. Golly. Then he's got a wagon. Just like that. Same damn big ass car in this wagon. He's got it as a donk too. I'm like, damn, dude. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money they paid just to have the suspension altered just so they could run those big ass wheels in there.
You should do that to your truck, Salty.
I'm good. I'll leave the stock.
Yeah, your little fat ass couldn't get up in there.
No, hell, I need a ladder to get up in the motherfucker then.
If you got on a ladder, they probably think you're trying to FBI be in your house.
I don't know. They didn't stop that other motherfucker. They probably wouldn't stop me either.
Shit. Salty into the wagons.
I love wagons, dude. I want an LTD wagon, man.
That's where he was conceived, Downhill Daddy, so that's why he's got a love affair with him.
Dude, I wouldn't fucking doubt it. I'm telling you that right now. Knowing the way my daddy was, I wouldn't doubt it a bit.
Best part of him ran down the crack of the vinyl seat.
I always asked him what happened. He said, "Oh, son, I just got interrupted." That's what he always told me. I just got interrupted. I said, okay.
Oh.
I miss the good old days, though, man. God, back in the 80s, man, that wasn't a better time to be living in the 80s. God, I miss them times.
The 80s was a great era to grow up in.
Well, hell yeah, it was awesome, dude. I mean, we had everything was good, man. The drag racing was awesome. Just, the cost of living was like way down. Now, don't get me wrong. Your salary was way down too, but at least you could still live. You know what I mean?
Affordable. Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was affordable. I mean, that's back then when you could actually take a $5 bill, then go to the store, get a gallon of milk, dozen eggs, and a loaf of bread for $5. You ain't doing that shit no more.
Yeah, a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, and eggs.
Hey, Funky. I just sent you a messenger. Tell me if you think that's the same girl.
Hey, have you y'all ever heard of the What's Up app or Revere?
What's that?
I've heard of it, but I've never tried it or nothing like that.
I sent it to Mike Call too.
Hell, Funky even alluded to high prices the other night when he was doing that chip review. He's like, "These damn bag of chip was $6 and something cents." He goes, "But I had to buy them."
Ain't it crazy? Those 50-cent bags of chips, 69-cent bag of chips, are now $2.50.
Yeah, when's the last time you?
And the only thing they got in them is air.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, when's the last time you bought a 20-ounce bottle of Coke or soda? Man, that some bitch is $3 now.
Exactly. You know what those chips remind me of? They're salty and full of air.
Yep.
Just like salty.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Hell yeah.
I was wondering if people would be interested in like that What's Up app or that Revere.
She's a hoe dog.
To put
What's
to
up?
get on.
Or you mean is it WhatsApp or What's Up app?
What's Up? It's an app that's used. It's like a messaging, but you can have like a ton of people on it. So like the group could be in a big old group chat if somebody did get a hold of somebody or something like that.
So, like Messenger.
Yeah,
it's like Messenger, but it can hold a lot more people. Funky, we were in the Revere app, and it's got like 50+ people in it. So is this thing called the Signal app, and the Signal app's pretty secure because we get some stuff over that for our official use only. So
it looks like the same one.
Yeah,
you think it is?
Yeah, you look at her tattoo on the neck, just keep watching it.
Dude, but ain't that scary, man? What if you picked up that girl, then next day you get up and look at her and she got her makeup on, take it off and her teeth out?
Yeah. Hey, as long as it's wet down there, let's go.
Is that old lady that gets crap and then
Barbecue
like
Mr. Mark, with the F?
Damn, fuck, you sound like you're trying to get some wedding bells going there, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Hey, let me tell you all this story, right?
Hey, I'm jealous of Gary and his Katrina.
Oh, we got to hear this story. What's up with the Katrina?
All right.
Hear it. It's on YouTube. Just go watch it.
Oh shit.
Oh man. So this one time, y'all, me and Salty, we went out there, we went hunting, we hung out for a little bit. We went hunting back in the woods. Well, Salty's dumbass gets us lost. So we can't find our way out of the woods. We're back there for like a day or two. And we finally come across this cabin. He goes, "Look, you're cleaner than me, T. Go up and knock on that cabin and see if they'll help us out, give us some food and water. I'll sit over next to the window." I said, "Yeah, no problem, Salty." So I go up and knock on the door, and this old lady answers. And she's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" I'm like, "Look, we're lost. I'm hungry and thirsty. My buddy and me, we were just wondering if you'd be able to give us directions and some food." She goes, "Yeah, come on in." So I'm talking to her a little bit more, and she's like looking at me. She goes, "Yeah, I'll give you some food if you give me some. If you give me some." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, if you give me some." So she hops up on the table, and I look next to the table, and there's a bunch of ears of corn. So I grabbed this ear of corn, and I said, "All right, no problem. Lean back." So I stick this ear of corn in there, give it to her. She's all happy. I throw it out the window. I'm like, "Can I get some water?" She goes, "Yeah, if you give me a little bit more." I'm like, "Oh, no problem. Lean back. Close your eyes. I got this." Get that other ear of corn, throw it up in there, get her done, throw it out the window. Then she goes, "Well, you want directions? You know what to do." I said, "Goodness gracious, you wearing me out, lady." I grab another ear of that corn, pop it in there, throw it out the window. I get some water, food, directions, go back outside and say, "Hey, Salty, You need anything else? He goes, yeah. Keep throwing out that buttered corn. So yeah, she was wet.
I think last time I heard that when I was in the Army. It's been a while.
It's been a while for you, huh? Back when you was one of the Minutemen, and I ain't talking about your sex life.
Well, you know, either.
I feel you.
Minute. Damn, that's a long time.
I know. I used to be able to last for a while.
Oh man. What a great group of guys and ladies we have coming in and out of these streams, that's for sure.
I was actually surprised at some of the people that came into my stream last night. Unusual, you know, not the usual crowd.
Yeah,
in the chat. On the panel, it was the normal people.
Yeah.
Or the abnormal people, whichever.
Yeah. That's true.
I'd never claim to be normal.
That's right, you're a damn Army experiment made in a test tube.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That was the test tube that fell and cracked, right?
Yeah. No, that was the mini tube.
That was the first Hawk 2.
Yeah. There you go. First Hawk 2. That's funny as hell right there.
It's kind of like, you know, Family Feud, you know, and they get on there and he goes, you know, what do they usually pull out of a woman's body? And that girl hits the thing and says, a gerbil.
That's hell right there.
I saw one today. I was watching. It's like, what was something that Lincoln rode, and the answer was she answered his wife.
Right.
That's what it was. It was the one that won him the game.
Yep.
Wow.
I see that one too.
It was the fourth answer out of 4.
Hey, Bad Brad, I see your thing up here. It's Pop here, Hillbilly. That's what my buddy Moore. He was a fire marshal up in New York City, and I went through the training with him. And he's down in South Carolina now. But that's what he calls me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Hillbilly?" I'm like, "What's up, City Slicker?" It's funny. Roll in a flower, look for the wet spot.
Billy nilly.
Yeah, I remember those days when I had a wonderful woman in the state of Georgia. And I used to do that, just go get a whole bag of flour, 40-pound sack, and put it in the air like it was snowing. Just look for the wet spot.
Damn. Put in there like it was snowing. Golly.
Look, baby, I'll make it snow again. Oh, do
Damn.
do it.
That's hilarious.
Or just follow the flies. Just follow the flies.
So, Funky, what you going to do? Wait till after your truck is fixed before you pull the transmission out of Black Sunshine?
No, that's a winter deal.
A winter deal.
Yeah, that's not something I'm going to do right now. It's my daily driver.
Yeah. That's why I said after your truck was done.
No, it's probably be winter project.
Salty pulls out
swap.
Salty pulls out of trainings all the time.
Yeah.
First, I got to have money for tires.
Oh God.
For those
on Black Sunshine.
For them fucking meats that are going on it. Oh. This will be fun watching me try to fit these fucking wheels.
Yeah, these 18s up under your Fox body.
And this freaking rear of the car where it's already fighting for space with 245s and the goddamn exhaust.
Yeah, you getting ready to keep putting down something bigger than 18s, dude. You getting in donk territory.
No, I'm not.
Do you know, Salty, if you take out of a Ford, remember the 88s, 87 turbos, and they put the 5 liters in the Thunderbirds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back then, that rear end's an inch wider. So if you got that stuffed in there and got a different offset for the wheel, you might be able to have a little bit of help getting that wheel tucked in there.
Yeah, I don't know. He's putting 18s on his black Fox body, and usually people don't go past 17s. So
What size 18s width-wise?
it's just the thing of it is, after he gets them on that car, I don't think he's going to like them. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the sidewall on his tire is going to be so much more thinner. The ride is going to be just that much more rougher. Yeah, the ride is going to be rough.
What happens when I go to the 19s on my car?
17s is about the limit I've ever put on a Fox body. I've never went bigger than that, just because I want more sidewall on my tire, because I want the ride to be more comfortable.
Well, look at Tony D.
What
Yeah,
size?
yeah. Look at Tony D. He's either got his car for sale or already sold it. Yeah, look at him.
Oh, I'm just saying, look what he put on his car.
He put 20s on it, didn't he?
Yeah, that looked fucking great.
Yeah, it looked great, but he didn't drive it very often though.
What size wheels are they? 18 by what?
Oh, like 10.
So what kind of meter are you putting on them? 285s?
Probably 285s is probably my limit.
Yeah. 285, 30, 18s.
Did they come off of a Fox body?
No.
Funky? Okay, good. Have you checked just to make sure the offset's right on them wheels? Are going to work where your fender well and stuff like that? Have you checked all that to make sure they're not going to rub or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
The only thing that rubs around here, Salty, is your inner thighs, you little chubby buddy.
God. No, I just, I've seen people with bigger wheels like that, the 18s and the 20s and stuff like that on Fox body. I just personally have never done it. So 17s was always the biggest I ever went.
I can't remember the last time I had anything smaller than a 18 on my cars. It's been that long. It's been so long. I mean, it's been so
What
long.
size?
7 years.
What size you got on your Focus?
18s or 19s, depending on which wheels I run on it.
On your Focus? Damn, you got that big a wheel on there?
They're stock. They're 18.
Oh, they come stock with 18s?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
get
I've never had a Focus, so I didn't know.
And with the brakes I have on it now, well, actually, I think my Willwoods in the rear I could go down to 17s, but in the front, 18s is minimum. I think that might be it. Depending on the wheel, you can. I've heard you can get a 17 over them, but it's got to be just like one or two wheels that actually do it, not the ones I have. But no, the stock wheels are 18s. The wheels I'm running right now are 18s. My OZs are 19s.
Fast truck is in here.
What up, Super Fast? How you doing, buddy?
Fast in the house.
Man, the biggest wheel I've had other than a 15 was just on my damn Silverado that I sold not long ago, and it had 16s on it.
And I think for my Mustang there, I've got 18s and 19s for that as well.
But hell, 15s are getting hard to get, dude. I'll tell you, man, they pricey as hell now.
My drag wheels, they're all 17s. I do have 17s for my drag. My drag wheels are all 17s on the rear.
Yeah, I talk to my tire guy every time when I'm needing tires and stuff like that. And he's like, well, give me a few days. Let me see if I can get you a set of 15s. Because he goes, I don't really have much demand for 15s anymore. So,
Hello, Brailsford. Who'd you go down there and talk to, Salty Cooter?
no, I got a certain tire guy, man. I've been using this same guy for,
This kid,
man.
Got a guy.
I've been using this guy for years and years and years. My dad used him a long time ago. And that's the only place my dad would get his tires
a
at.
lot.
And I get hell of a deals though. I mean, I can't complain about the deals I get on tires.
Is
He
that Repop Roy's tire shop?
Oh no! Shit, I can get any tire you want, man. I don't give a damn what it is. Michelin's, I mean, you name it, I can get them. And he gives me a hell of a deal.
I remember back in the day, man, get those recaps. Oh my God! What
man, I used to run recaps on back of my trucks all the time on my trailers.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you couldn't run them on the steer tires because that was illegal to run recaps on steer tires.
Right.
But for the back tandems and the trailers, that's all I ever ran was damn recaps.
Yeah, those things blow apart on the highway, man.
Oh man, I've had so many of them son bitches come
I've
apart,
seen
dude.
so many of those things come apart still on the freeway, and luckily I've never been close enough to get hit by one. But I've seen
That's
people
why,
ride it.
yeah, I always pass trucks. I don't ride beside them.
Yeah.
But for a trucker though, man, I mean, it's just you just about ain't got no choice but to buy them because tires now are gone through the damn roof. They're so expensive.
They've been so expensive for years.
Yeah,
I remember
they're not as bad as they once was, though. That's the thing.
Nah, the recaps now are a hell of a lot better than they used to be. I'm gonna tell you that now. People are getting a lot of mileage out of them now.
My first job out of the Army was retreading semi tires for Bandag, which was a Bandag facility.
Bandag was huge, big company.
Yeah, and
I ran a lot of their tires.
And you know, it was actually a really good process the way they did it, but you know, they was a pain in the ass lifting some of them damn tires. Them 440s suck. Those things were heavy. We had to stack them. We had to stack them like, I think 440s we only stacked 8 or 10 high. Everything else we stacked like 12 to 16 high.
Yeah, but throwing those some bitches even 10 high after you've already thrown the 9 before that 10th one's fucking heavy as shit.
No shit. I learned to it. And I was young and just out of the Army, so I was still in shape. So it didn't kill me, but it didn't help me.
Well, it was a lot easier on you guys because y'all so much damn taller than me. Yeah. Hell, I'm just a little short motherfucker trying to throw them up that high, dude. Shit, I almost have to throw it and jump at the same time just to get it up that high.
Hey, stupid fast, you can get a recap for like $15.
Not a semi tire, you won't.
Look, I'm telling you, man, nowadays they got these little girls driving these big old freaking tractor and trailers.
Well, hell, they're dummy proof anymore, Gary. They're fucking all automatics now.
I'm telling you, they get in those things, man. They got to have a seat on top of the seat so they can see over the steering wheel.
Yeah. But you know what? I praise the ladies out there driving big rigs now.
Oh, I
see that was always a man's thing back in the day. So I'm happy to see the ladies out there doing that shit now.
You know, back in the 60s and 70s, you had to be a certain height in order to drive one.
It was like that in the 80s too.
Was it?
I'm sure you had to have strength too for the clutches and the brakes and them damn things.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I mean, don't get me wrong, air brakes made things a hell of a lot easier. But shit, I have drove some old big rigs back in the day. They had fucking manual brakes on them. They didn't have air brakes. And boy, I'm telling you, stopping those some bitches, boy, that was a job. I mean, you like got 2 feet on the damn brake pedal, just stomping that some bitch, trying to damn put all your weight on to get the damn truck stopped.
Yeah, these little girls, they got to climb up on the side of the truck to open the door, to reach the door handle.
yeah, because it's too short to even reach it, yeah.
I climbed in a semi the other day and inspected the cab of it because it was coming through after our inspection station was closed. So like, hey, Hetzler, can you? I said, I'll get up in that cab. I ain't scared of it.
I ain't scared.
Shit, I'll tell you what, man, some of these trucks coming out today, they're nice as hell on the inside.
They are real nice.
Damn right, they ain't nothing like the junk we drove back in the day.
No, sir.
Especially that first one I had, that damn old Volvo GMC white I had. That was the first one I ever bought. That son bitch was a piece of shit. God almighty. But that was all I could afford, you know? And I wanted to.
I was ever in. It was a cab over, and I don't remember if it was which brand it was, but it was crap compared to the Kenworth I got after that.
Well, that's what my first one was. It was a GMC white cab over. And my uncle had wore that motherfucker out before I bought it from him.
Well, this one I was just riding in. It wasn't mine. It was just a junk. It was my uncle's. And then my dad decided to help him out and help bought that new Kenworth double sleeper. That was a nice truck.
Back in the day, Kenworth was known to have the nicest interiors of any truck back in the day.
Oh, it was fucking beautiful.
They were the king shit, dude. They always had diamond tuck, rolled and pleated interior.
And
that shit was nice.
The paint was like a dark maroon. Oh, it's so beautiful. Such a nice looking truck.
And police out here, damn, looking for somebody tonight.
And I hate chrome, but on that truck, it looked good.
I was the dumbass dude that had to have my truck chromed out. I had chrome everywhere on that bus.
This one was pretty chromed out.
You know, I have to say though, those cab overs, dude, they were always cool. I always liked the looks of them.
Yeah, they were
cab overs. The interior of this one was in rough shape. It had seen better days. Cab overs aren't bad. I like the view out of a cab over. It's much, you can see everything. You don't have that big.
Well, hell yeah, you got a 40-foot windshield in front of you.
Exactly.
Somebody got an echo.
You do?
Say you got a 40-foot windshield in front of you on a cab over. I mean, shouldn't be no problem seeing out of a cab over.
That's weird. Hey, Funky, everybody, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
All right, there, Mr. Gary.
You too, Mr.
Have yourself a great night, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, I remember my first truck. I had 10 forward gears in a Georgia Overdrive. I was passing the white lines and my eyes were open wide.
So I just read an unbelievable fact that's not that unbelievable.
All right, gents. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I have nothing about big rigs. I think I'm going to hop back in the chat.
Hey, Brailsford, don't be hop back in the chat. You've been on big boats. It's the same thing, but just on wheels.
Yeah, you're right. It's the same thing. They're pretty much interchangeable.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Exactly.
The only thing different with you guys is let me ask you something now that I got you on here and you know about this, and I'm a dumbass and I don't know about it. The wheelhouse, like on a big ship or whatever the shit that you're out on the ocean with, like the big warships and stuff, they're actually not steered from the wheelhouse though, are they? They're steered from down underneath the ship, right?
Nope.
Is that the way that works?
No, they're steered from the wheel. They're steered from the wheelhouse. If you have a casualty and you lose, if those people die, you can steer from underneath.
Okay.
They have secondary back, in other words.
Because I was always curious about that because, this is strictly comes from somebody who's just watched a lot of World War II Navy movies and shit like that, because I don't have any firsthand personal experience with anything. You just see a lot of people steering the damn ship, like especially aircraft carriers and stuff like that. They're underneath. They're down in the belly of the ship, and the damn shit is relayed to them, and then they make the necessary changes to turn the ship or do whatever. So
I think that's just all movie stuff.
Yeah.
it very well could be. I don't know.
I've never been on any of those old ships like that, but all the ones I've been on, the wheelhouse has the controls.
Yes, I've just toured, the museum ships. I ain't never really been on one sailing or nothing like that.
The only experience Salty has got with boats is the one he plays with in the tub these days.
Hey, you leave those boats in my tub alone.
Hey, you can take the ship. You just leave my motherfucking rubber duck alone.
Is that you in the tub? Brailsford, we got incoming. Let's get manned with torpedoes, Brailsford. Is that what you're saying? The tub, Salty?
What the hell's going on with the police, man? There's like 5 goddamn police cars out here riding around with their damn lights.
Georgia, man. What do you expect?
No, not where I'm at, dude. I mean, where I'm at, there's nothing ever happens here where I'm at.
Criminals. You're not that far from the KKK museum. Relax.
Hey, bro.
I feel safer if I was there.
Are you going down for you in Brailsford, or are you still just pretty busy?
What'd you say?
I was asking if things are slowing down for you a bit to where you can do some more videos, or still really busy.
I'm getting them in. I've been making them when I can. My job is never going to slow down, and
well, you never know.
No, it will not slow down. The world is not becoming a nicer place.
Nope.
No, it's not.
No way. I wouldn't believe that.
My sons are getting older, and they have their own interests, and so Leighton's really good at baseball, and so that takes up a lot of time. And you know what? He's good. He enjoys it, and I enjoy watching him play. So.
Oh, I thought the season was over.
It is, but they just had it's very briefly over. They just had tryouts for the next season, so that's going to kick off here in a month.
Hey, if
I've got
at it and he loves it. That's good dad.
That's awesome.
I've got 2. I do have 2 videos filmed for the Fox Body. Put some new meats on that thing, and if you're on Facebook, I'm sure you guys have seen it. But
yeah,
it looks really nice.
Looks real.
Hey,
nice.
is your son playing travel ball yet?
Yeah, he plays travel ball.
Yeah.
Does
Been playing for what, 2 years now?
A full year. It's
Full
fall
year,
and spring.
so-
Yeah, I didn't know if he was playing travel ball or just still playing like at the local thing there.
Oh
I
no,
didn't
we
know what he was
play
doing.
the burn your wallet ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, it's better than having $1 damn cheerleading. That shit's expensive as hell.
Well, I played hockey. Hockey
Oh.
was expensive. My sister was a figure skater, which is also very expensive.
Yeah. But that's good. He seems like he's doing real good, Brailsford, what I see on Facebook of Faces.
Well, he's been he's pitching. He finished the season like right up there as the top hitter on his team. So
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Doing really well.
yeah.
I met my first Brigadier General the other day, Mr. Brailsford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met Brigadier General. And then I've met some 3-star generals, and I drank bourbon with the general from SOCOM a bunch of years back. But
I
this
met
general,
the Commandant of the Marine Corps a few weeks ago.
Did you?
Really? Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I hope you were on your best behavior.
Yeah, talked to him briefly.
Yeah.
I remember when I met my first 2-star general, and that was a pretty big thing.
Well, I see him. I see him daily.
Yeah,
sure
well,
you do.
this is back when I was I was only an E4.
Yeah, I hear you.
The other day, yesterday at muster, they're like, "Hey, anybody got anything to add? Anything they saw yesterday?" And I raised my hand up. He said, "Go ahead." That's what I said. Met my first Brigadier General yesterday. They all just started kind of laughing and chuckling.
We had a Brigadier General that hung out in our quad a lot, so I saw him all the time. A 2-star general was something different. There was
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, T, how are you like being on an Air Force base after from where you came from, what you were doing previously?
It's great, man. The individuals I'm working with and the people that I'm
Air
interacting
Force
with on
bases
the
are
regular,
awesome.
the people I'm working and interacting with on the regular, it's just like really, really cool. One of the majors gave me a really nice compliment the other day. He goes, I've been through here a couple times, and every time I see you, you're very positive. You got a great positive outlook, and you got a great positive feeling on people. And that's a great thing around here. I was like, oh, thank you, sir. Yep. So, yeah, so it's pretty cool. I enjoy it, actually. It's good. Everybody wants to help each other out, make sure everybody's squared away.
I bet it's it's like night and day difference from where you came from where you're at now, right?
It is, yeah, because these people are, they signed up for it. Yeah, before, it's a volunteer job type deal. So
Yeah.
they could care. A lot of people could care less, but these folks, they got to care because they know they're going to be held accountable.
Yep, exactly.
Gents, I'm gonna get off. I need to go to bed, man. I get up early.
Good
I
man.
got up early.
All
All right, there, Russell. Take care,
Thanks
buddy.
for coming on, buddy.
See you,
Good
dude.
seeing you. Hope everything's going well for the family. Your son is getting big. The one that y'all just had,
The 3-year-old or 2-year-old about to turn 3.
I don't know what y'all are.
Damn, has it been that long already? Is he that
Yeah,
old
man.
already?
Yeah.
Holy
and then,
crap.
Yeah, it's been that long.
and then my oldest man, that kid. He is eating like a horse. That kid, I don't know where he puts it because
I don't know how you guys afford it now with the prices of food anymore.
Man, you're not lying, dude.
I mean, you got the exchange and all, and the commissary.
We don't use it though. We don't use it because the Walmart marketplace is like less than a mile from my house.
It's cheaper too, ain't it, Brailsford? Because I've been in the commissary. I got commissary privileges. It doesn't seem that much cheaper.
It's not that much cheaper. The only thing that I think is cheaper in the commissary is meat.
It used to be a lot cheaper, but nowadays, yeah, I get it.
And then you go to like the exchange, and a lot of the stuff in the exchange is not
more
cheaper.
expensive.
Also,
It's more expensive.
Yeah, it can be. They can be cheaper if you actually price match, because then you get the tax free.
Yeah, the tax free helps.
Right.
It's the only reason it makes anything ever cheaper for me.
But they still have a surcharge to keep the lights on. So
yeah,
it's not as much as taxes, but you still pay some extra.
Yeah, I do remember when I was in the military, shopping on post was the only I could not, but I was in Hawaii, so
No, you know what drives me nuts? You know what drives me nuts? To this day, it drives me nuts, and it will forever drive me nuts. You got the baggers that work for tips in the commissary.
Yeah.
And so like this like woman who's like 70 years old, and I'm sorry, ma'am, like I am in not peak physical condition, but I'm in good physical condition. I do not need you to push this out to my car in 105 degrees and have a heart attack on the way out.
I get the whole deal where they're coming from, but back when I was in, we didn't have baggers like that worked for.
I hate it. I shop there to save money, not to give the money I saved to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I worked there and back in 83 to a little after 86, and it was a whole different era. You know, you get 75 cents a dollar, and you were happy as a mug. But
Oh,
now
hell yeah.
you give that money.
All right,
you know,
guys, I'm hopping off.
Take care, Browser.
Later, bro.
You know, giving $1 away after you just spent 300 is like, damn.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, I tell you now, just keep going to a restaurant anymore.
And Aldi has the best prices on like just for general meats, not like steaks and stuff, but like your hamburger and the chicken I buy and the pork I buy. They have the best prices. I still spent $80, and I didn't get that much.
You don't get that, dude. You don't get shit for $100 anymore.
I was like, what the fuck? I used to be able to buy a whole thing of groceries, a cart of groceries for that. And this was all, and didn't even have a cart. I had it all in bags. I had 2 bags, and one of them just had a couple things in it, and the other had all the meat in it.
The
And
one thing,
$95 yesterday, and I was like ashamed at what I had.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't. You don't get shit for your money no more, man.
I didn't buy any. The cherries. I bought those cherries. That was my splurge. You know, everything else was just like meat. It was meat, and I bought some sandwich stuff, which will be wrap stuff because I'm not using bread, and I'm using supposed to be using the lower carb stuff, but I couldn't find them there.
that's $6 a loaf now.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. But I bought a thing of turkey meat, which was like $4 for a pound of sliced turkey meat, and I paid $3 for some Swiss cheese, and it's not much, but it's really good Swiss cheese. And then I bought some hamburger, and I didn't even buy the super lean stuff. I didn't even buy the super expensive stuff. I bought the I think it's 85.15 or whatever. I bought that. I bought 2 things of pork chops, some center cut loins, a 3-pack and a 4-pack. And then I bought 2 things of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, the family packs, because they're cheaper that way.
Yep.
And I think that's all the meat I bought. That's everything I bought, and it cost me $82 freaking dollars. And
Dude, it ain't just Aldi. It ain't just Aldi, Pinks. It's every grocery store you go to, man.
No, that's the cheap store. If I'd gone anywhere else, it would have cost me way more.
Yes.
Trust me, you don't get much of a deal at Walmart anymore. Them motherfuckers have been gone up on their prices too.
No, but we do go to Walmart for certain things because, for one, they carry them, and 2, they have them at a much lower price than, say, Publix does.
Yeah.
Like
I don't shop at Publix just because it's so damn expensive.
I have to buy my yogurt. You know, I get the protein yogurt, and so does my wife. She buys the 20 gram of protein, and I buy the 15, which mine's the 000, so it doesn't have any of the the added anything. But I'm down since Ford takeover. I'm down over 15 pounds. So I'm trying to get back into shape because my back's not healing very well, and I think it's because of my weight. I think that's
It's like me. It's like me. I spend $400 a month every month buying groceries, and I'm telling you, man, for $400,
believer.
For $400, man, you still don't get very much.
What was that, Funky?
Not nowhere what you think you should get anyway.
Oh, Perfect Believer, it's taken off.
I'm just saying, you would think when you spend $400, you're gonna get a shit ton of groceries. You just don't get it no more.
I looked at Aldi, and I will not buy steak there. I realized because their prices are high on steak. Like a single ribeye, one ribeye was $21. One small ribeye.
Better be a good damn steak.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm not buying this. I wanted it, it looked good, but it was not worth $21.
But I'm gonna tell you something is good at Aldi though.
I can go spend $22 at a restaurant and get a well-made steak with all the side fixings and not a drink, but like a tea or something, and I'll spend like $25 and I won't have to do a damn thing other than eat it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what is good at Aldi though is their fucking frozen pizzas are fucking the bomb.
They are really good, but I'm not buying them anymore because I'm on a diet. I'm on a self-restricted diet, but I haven't cut alcohol out of it completely.
I'm still on that thing called a seafood diet.
Yeah, you seafood, you eat it.
You damn right.
So I've stopped buying chips. I've stopped buying crackers, stuff like that. My wife has the white cheddar Cheetos or Cheez-Its. It's like one of my favorite things. And I'm not touching them.
Yeah, this week I got back on the sea beer diet.
I'm drinking beer, but it's all light beer. It's all super light beer.
Oh no, mine's all craft beer. That shit's got all the calories in it. But it's damn good beer though.
Yeah.
Like now I got a damn chocolate malt in there. That motherfucker's good as hell. Ooh, man, it's good.
Mm. All right, I'm getting tired.
You getting tired, Funky?
All right.
I am.
Hey, Funky, thank you for allowing me to come on your live stream tonight, sir. Thank you,
You
sir.
bet, man.
Hey, thanks for having me as well. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. It was a great time. Funky, I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, great talking to everybody. Everybody be safe
Pinks.
out there.
I will be
Pinks,
online.
Funky, y'all have a great night.
I'm probably in my garage cleaning it, but until then, I will see y'all later.
All right. Take it easy, everybody.
Take care, Oliver. Bye-bye.